Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, T. You can refer to me as T. Miss T, I don't know what's going on. Okay, what's going on? It looks like this broadcast. Right, she in the new broadcast. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, T. You can refer to me as Miss T. Yeah, my StreamYard has been acting kind of funny these days. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, welcome on this fine Friday day. Y'all saw the thumbnail. We're gonna be reviewing the up and coming fights, and we're gonna talk about some other things. But before we get into any of all that, y'all know what time it is. Let's turn to. What's up? Welcome. We're gonna rock out Friday with this little go-go mix. Y'all know how I am about go-go music. Check your tail fella over there. I'm over here jamming. I see you, Destiny. Remember, I don't own the rights to this music or this song. I'm using it for educational purposes. I'm here to tell you to shake your tail feather on this Good Friday day. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let me make sure y'all can hear it. Y'all might can't even hear it. Let me see. Stand by while he lies and turn right around and forget. I can't wait to see your face with those tears running down your Destiny, let me know if you can hear the music. I gotta stay true. Deep inside, I'm still a G, and I don't wanna come between you and your babe. Even though I know I treat you better than she said, I'm mad that go-go music is stolen from Chirac. Laugh out loud like y'all fake ass mama sauce. Girl, go-go music is DC grown. That's from the bot from Virginia. Virginia stand up. Maryland stand up. DC stand up. Baby girl, you are a star. He said, yeah, I'm saying that Chirac my ass. That's You're a queen, you should be getting
Said,
all
yeah,
that
you
someone
snapping.
got. You should be rocking the latest in purses, bracelets, and watches.
Give folks time to get up in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. When you watch me on the replay, y'all gonna leave a comment. It ain't gonna change you, but I do have an open mind. Macy, yo, what's up, King? I see you in the building. What's up, Lady T? What's cooking? Cook on a few things. That's what they said. Babylon, we can have that good debate. Girl, you ain't taking the go-go out of me, girl. Maceo said, hello, Miss Destiny Blake. She said, please hit that like motherfucking button and subscribe. Don't be scared. Stop reckless eyeballing out there. Say, hey, Maceo. What? Can't help but wait. That's how we feel about that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight. Y'all correcting each other. I see y'all. She said, make sure your audio correct or my eyes laugh out loud. I see you, you're thinking, he ain't right, but you don't trip. You stand by while he lies and turn right around and forget. I can't take, see your face. Y'all come on up in here, hit that like button and step in my square circle. Inside I'm still a G, and I don't want to come between you and your man. Come on in here. I don't know what treats you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get back with him and it don't change. Till you see that with me. Are y'all checking y'all tail feathers? Miss T is. What you really are, baby girl, you are a star. I can't help but wait, it ain't fresh. Just let him go. You're a queen, you should be getting all that someone's got. You should be rocking the latest in purses, bracelets, and watches. You're worth much more than an occasional. I love you. I'm thinking of you, and I don't want to come between you and your man. This boy jamming. Don't know what treats you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get back with him and it don't change. Till you see that with me ain't the same. Oh man, I love that go-go music. That's my childhood right there. That's when they said, nah, laugh out loud. Nah, Maceo, you just ancient. I'm still 25. Anyway, I do want to catch up on some stuff I meant to say yesterday. And just right quick. Well, first of all, y'all drink y'all water. That's all I'm going to say today. Drink your fucking water. Drink your water. Miss T didn't get her daily dose today, but that's all right. After all, tomorrow is another day in my Vivian Lee voice. But anyway, so when we was talking about Fury, I just want to make clear, Fury has called it quits. And y'all probably heard that. He trying to put together a match with the UFC Francis Ngannou, who's 35 years old. I hope I said his name right. Dude has said he done. He's definitely done. He can't get no more clearer than that. Fury was not in great form for the fight. You remember, you guys, I didn't see the fight because I won't pay him for it. But I thought Fury just plainly outboxing for them little clips that I saw. But really, Dillian was just that worse. So He don't want to go through it with Usyk or Joshua or anybody else. Apparently, all that work with Deontay took a lot out of him. Fury basically said, "I've been doing this shit for 20 years. I'm done. I got my health. I got my brain. I got my 6 kids. I'm done." Yeah, shit. If we can't, if we're gonna take somebody's word for it, I guess we got to take his word for it. In other news, Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul put a $1 million bet on Serrano and Katie Taylor fight. Um, Eddie asked him, "You fully confident that your charge will be victorious?" See, I ain't like how he put that. And I know Eddie don't know how to. He probably won't thinking he was sounding like he was sounding, but your charge. Two white guys talking. He was like, "Your charge. Your charge what? And you talking about women? Are these your hoes? Is these your slaves?" Because that's what it sounded like to me. So that's why I'm talking about it. But they got a $1 million bet on that fight. Who y'all think will win? I don't know. I got Serrano because I think she can box. I think she go toe to toe. Canelo tells Usman that sit your ass down and wait your turn. You want a payday. Canelo, you got to stop saying that shit at this point. Your motherfucking ass want a payday. Ain't that what all y'all want? A motherfucking payday? You doing this shit for free now? That's his answer for everything. That's his go-to. All right. It was funny the first 2-3 million times we heard it. Stop saying that shit. Macy will go to say, "Love you too, Miss Black." Destiny said, he show has been done. He said he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. Yeah, he don't want no more smoke. Lightspeed is in the building. What's poppin', King? Salute Miss T, the quote. What's poppin'? Destiny said, "Laugh out loud, Macy. I'm a divorced woman. Ain't no miss. And I'm not married to the game." What y'all got going on over there? But that's the word for Tyson Fury. So for all y'all motherfuckers that used to claim y'all like Tyson Fury, your king is hanging up the hat. He ain't never been mine. He ain't never been my superhero. He been some of y'all superheroes, but he ain't been mine. In other news, Jamel Charlo answered, he has announced he has no intentions, and this was the other day on the 28th, he has no intentions of facing Earl Spence, his stablemate, because he's like a brother to him. But Bud can get this work. He like how he feel like how he jumps from 147 to 154. Charlo, he's talking logical. What you think the next step is? A person can't talk about what's ahead of them in the future. He has never fought nobody up here. This is what Charlo is saying. And Earl is like his brother, but Bud, he don't know. And he can get to work because he don't give a damn. Stephen Espinosa even chimed in, was like, you guys basically saying, you guys giving Charlo a hard time. We say we want characters in boxing. We say we want all that hoopla and all this stuff. But, then y'all admonish him when he does it and blah, blah, blah. Like y'all say he's angry. Y'all say he's mad. He do come off angry. He do come off mad. And he do come off coonish at times. So, I mean, we see what we see. But I know he's a work in progress, or he's probably trying or whatever. But it's not a far reach for Bud to say, "You next." So we'll see. Destiny said, "Laugh aloud, Macy." Oh, I read that. And she said, "Yeah, I don't do drugs, cheats." And Macy said, "Ooh, shit, I hear you." Okay, so that was some of the stuff I had yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all lean on that leezy. When you step into the heezy, make sure y'all hit the like button when you step into my square circle. If you've already subscribed, because I know some of y'all out there subscribe and then you come back every day and hit the subscribe button. You don't have to do that. Once you hit it, you're locked in. You're locked in with T. So you ain't got to keep going back and forth. Destiny said, "Yeah, that don't make any sense. He better get past Castano, who beat One Eye Willie in the amateurs 2 times and knocked him down." I hear you, Queen. Walter Trans is in the building. What's popping? He said Crawford get put to sleep by Charlo just like Lubin. Okay, Tran, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, bye, Walt. So look, yesterday I had Capsule Full G in here, and I told you guys to go subscribe to my boy. Capsule Full, if you in here, feel free to pop in, because now he's attacking the problem from a different point of view. He's talking about VADA, the testing. He's talking about SNAC. He's talking about a lot of stuff. He's just talking about how fight's going to go forward. But namely, he's probably worried about the Spence and the Crawford fight, what's going to happen, because everything is kind of cloudy when you're talking about WBC and their clean boxing program, what they will do, what they won't do, why do they do this, why do they allow for that, and he just wants some clarity, and he makes some good relevant points. He makes some good relevant points that I caught all your videos, Caps. They're short videos, and he just get to the point, and he rebuts people too. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and check it out. Hold on, let me put my other banner up. So I decided, I said, okay, let me take a deeper look, just a little deeper look. I ain't gonna go in depth because he got that charge. He's gonna ferret that out, but I'm gonna take a little look into it. And I'm seeing, I hear this new narrative popping up about Terrence Crawford with the SNAC program. So let me jump on that right quick before that get out of hand. First and foremost, I ain't got shit to do with the SNAC program. I don't dislike it. I don't love it. I don't advocate for it. I don't tell nobody not to get it. I don't really got nothing to do with it. I just don't have no feelings either way. It's a program that I'm aware of, that a lot of people get into, but it's not that big a deal to me. PGH Big Dog is in the building. He said, salute Queen T, salute King. He said, at Destiny Black, salute Queen. And then she said, hey, PGH. So Capsule Full, like I said, he made a lot of relevant points. So I looked up when Crawford probably got into the SNAC program, and I couldn't get a definite date, but I see it goes far back, at least to the Sean Porter fight. Okay. So the narrative that I'm hearing these days is why he's on SNAC, why he doing this. Why do anybody do anything? Because they grown and they want to do it. Why they got to justify every move they make to another motherfucker? I couldn't tell you, but if somebody's grown and they want to do this and they want to do that, they can go do it. That's the most simplest answer I can give. Let me show you other people who are on SNAC. Let me see. Where did I put that? Let me see. Okay. So look at this, y'all. If you got a problem with Bud taking SNAC, then you should have had a problem with Mikey Garcia. He fought Spence. Should have had a problem with Caleb Plant. He fought Canelo. You should have had a problem with Boo Boo Andre. And this is most of the people who complaining about Terrence. This is the guy that they really love. I like Devin Haney too, but he's on SNAC. You got Daniel Jacobs. Sean Porter was on SNAC. Andre Berto. Josecito Lopez. Remember when y'all talk about how he put a hurting on Keith Thurman, when y'all want to shit on Keith Thurman? Y'all big up Josecito. But he's on SNAC too. These are just a few of some of the people that I found to be on SNAC. So I'm under the notion, like I told you, I don't have no skin in the game. I don't care for SNAC either way. I just don't have no personal feelings. I ain't mad at them. I ain't happy for them, Destiny said, oh my God, PGA, I hate this phone. And then he said, at Destiny Black and Queen T, I can't wait to see y'all tears when Crawford gets KO. I'll be here for y'all. I hope you do. We can't wait neither. She said, laugh out loud, Big Dog. Y'all want our Willie fan better. He said Crawford got to stop the BS and make the fight. You always say that, PGH, but you don't make sense when you say that. I gotta say that, brother. Because Spence the big fish, right? He gotta make the fight. So anyway, So Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford were on SNAC together. Nobody had a problem. Nobody said nothing then. Nobody said nothing when Spence fought two people who was on SNAC. Nobody made a big so let's not make one about Terrence, because like I said, I don't know much about SNAC. I can't really speak intelligently on it. I know it's acceptable, and a lot of your favorite fighters are on it. So that's just, I'm not gonna, trip Bud up because he's doing the same thing that other fighters are doing. So anything negative that can be said or gleaned from his participation in using these products, you have to say it for the other guys too. And if you can't, that just shows your bias and your hatred. And I showed the pics of the different people that might have did it. If it's hate, just say it's hate. Now, Victor Conte, we know he had a past. We know that he was on the wrong side of the equation. He served his time. He paid his debts to society. And now I guess he's on the right side of the equation. And a lot of people are listening to him and this, that, and the other. Now, Caps and Full G, my boy Caps on his page, his point was to nail down clarity on VADA clean body program to show the difference between them and the others like WADA, USADA, and all these other entities that test for a banned substance, and what it means overall for this matchup and others going forward. He talked about fat loss substance. That's the one that caught my eye. And he banned substance. One can take that you can get favorable results from those or whatever. So hold on, let me get some of these chats and keep up with them. Destiny said, "Laugh out loud, PGH. Y'all One Eye Willie fans, but I hope he got that one bitter, and I do mean bitter quitters, because so wise it ain't there skill." PGA said, "I question anyone messing with the king of steroids, Victor Conte. He dirty, a snitch, and should not be allowed in the sport." So PGA, you don't like Devin Haney? I thought you liked Devin. Because Devin been on SNAC for seem like ever. Nobody have a problem. It's just when Terrence do it. Now, I gotta say it, PGA. You know I love you, but I gotta say it. So why did the one about the fat loss catch my eye? Because this one, I could talk about hormonal problems in depth. I'm not a novice in this subject. I am an expert. And I'm an expert for a reason, because I've experienced it and went through it for the last 25 years of my life. So I'm an expert in this. And I can tell you that what you never want as a problem with your body is a hormonal problem. That's something you never want. It's going to affect your quality of life. And now I ain't messing with Devin Destiny. I'm saying if they don't like Terrence for taking SNAC, or they see a problem, then I need them to keep the same energy and say that for Devin. But I don't feel that for Devin. I'm just saying you don't have a problem with it for Devin. You can't have a problem with it for Terrence. Otherwise, you're showing bias and hate. I didn't say I didn't like them. I just question why put yourself at risk. Besides, Devin and Crawford are friends. Maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with like why they chose it. I don't know why they picked SNAC. Again, I don't advocate. I don't want y'all to think or leave here thinking because Terrence did it, I'm off of SNAC. I don't give a fuck about SNAC the same way I ain't give a fuck about it before I know Terrence was doing SNAC. I don't even give a fuck. I ain't even studying it. But like I said, Cap's point was to nail down the clarity on how this shit worked. So we know that VADA works in conjunction with the WBC Clean Body Program, anti-doping, testing or whatever. Anybody going for the WBC belt, in line for it, fighting for the vacant belt, got the belt, or what have you, in their rankings, you got to comply with agreeing to be voluntarily tested. Which sounds crazy because voluntary and then saying you got to comply is two different things. So that even sounds weird in itself. But that's how it works. Now, the WBC has a website that they put out a list of folks who have taken the test and their scores, if the scores are negative. If the scores are positive, they will not put that out. They do not put out adverse information. But and I'm assuming because of HIPAA laws, hell is HIPAA laws to put out a favorable result, any result. But I guess nobody's tripped on the fact that you put out a result and said, hey, they tested negative. But they will trip if you put out a result and they said it tested positive. So if you take your test through VADA and you come back positive, they will give that information to the WBC, and they will give it to the fighter and his team and his promoter. Those are the people who get that information. You and I are not getting that information unless they want to put it out there. But that's for them to decide. So I told y'all about this list I had stumbled on. I showed it to you prior to the Ugas and Earl Spence fight. You know, Ugas was on the list. I didn't see Earl name. Somebody, you know, L-Dub showed me a paper that's basically looked like a personal letter saying, welcome to the Clean Body Program. And they showed the dates that was current. That Earl Spence is a part of the Clean Body Program. I'm telling you guys, I saw that letter. I didn't post it up as a picture because it looked like a personal letter, and I'm not going to do that. But I saw the letter, okay? So I'm saying I saw it. Y'all hear me? But on the list that the WBC puts out, I guess a couple of times a month, and there was 2 lists that came out in March. Earl Spence did not make that list. Ugas did, but Earl didn't. And they was like, well, Miss T, he might be on the next list to come out sometime in April. And I think he was on the hook to sometime in April, you know. It was a range of time that he was on the hook. Now, Caps always talk about why it's important to take the test during the training cycle versus post-training cycle. He had a doctor, not a doctor, but a dude who broke down what can happen when you take these peds and how you cycle off them and stuff. And this is why, you know, fighters be strategic about when they announce their fights and this, that, and the other. Because once you announce it, you're on the hook to be tested. Remember the whole debacle with Caleb Plant and Canelo? And Canelo knew he was going to fight Caleb, but he kind of made us think, oh, he was going a different direction. But really, he was going to fight Caleb. So he waited till mid-September to announce. And once he announced, he was on the hook to be tested. But by that time, you know, according to this guy that was on Cap's page, you can cycle off drugs. Like every week or every 2 weeks, you're cycling off half. You know, so till you get to the right ratio and this, that, and other. This guy also talked about what test the VADA run versus USADA and this, that, and the other. He was mostly shitting on Floyd, in my opinion. He said he wasn't, but hey, I just saw it like that. But he was giving out good, relevant information. Like I said, when Caps pulled up the list of the different types of drugs, and he had them in categories and stuff, I zoomed in on the fat loss thing. Why that's important, okay? Because part of the boxing game is preparing yourself to go to battle. You know, and if you don't prepare yourself to go to battle, then that's the yin and the yang of the whole thing. You know, are you gonna be a person that really dig in deep and prepare yourself, or are you gonna be a person that's lackluster and take a chance and wind up getting fucked up in the process? That's part of the thrill of watching the sport take place in the first place. Also, if you're a person who naturally gasses out, can you be great even with that flaw? Some people have shown that can be a case where you can still be great even with a flaw like that. But some people, they cannot. They just can't get past it. That's when they say, no, they are friends. Shakur, Devin, and Crawford are friends. Oh, okay. Herbie Weaver is in the building. He said, I agree. What's poppin', King? Destiny said, y'all please hit the like and subscribe button. It's a free as fuck. D-Ray Promotions is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said, what's poppin', Queen? Destiny said, everyone that fuck with her show, please promote my good sis show. Is free. Thank you for repping me, Destiny. Sis, talk about prednisone and prednisone. I probably pronounced that last one wrong. I'm gonna get to it, Destiny. I got it. So I went through I got keyed in on when he was talking about the fat loss stuff. Me and Destiny was talking about this earlier. Cytomel. Now, I don't know all the things that you use Cytomel for, but I've been prescribed Cytomel. In fact, I have a bottle of Cytomel here in my house. As I told y'all before, I suffer from hypothyroidism, but I had thyroid cancer like 25 years ago. I had my thyroid removed. So I've been on some kind of form of steroids for 25 years, y'all. I know steroids. Now, I don't want to give steroids a black eye because it does save lives. It depends on the type of steroids or banned substance that you want to take to get the effects that you want to have. They can be good or bad. But I'm going to tell you something like this. An imbalance anywhere in your body is an imbalance everywhere in your body, and you never, ever, 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 ever want to fuck with your hormones. You talking about your quality of life. You talking about some bad juju right there. You even talking about your life. You don't want to ever fuck with it. And when you're doing these banned substances or you're doing this extracurricular shit to give yourself an advantage, you are fucking with yourself. And I'm gonna tell you one better. Being is that I'm a person who suffered from thyroidism and I've had my eyes removed, and it's a hormonal thing, right? I can notice when people have problems hormonal because there are telltale signs that show on the outside of your body that can clue people in. Now, the average eye might not pick it up, but I can pick it up. I've had to deal with it, live with it. I've been in support groups so I can learn and deal with it, because they don't write a book about what you're going to go through. So you have to get in these support groups in the beginning just so you can understand what's going on, because your ass will go crazy. So I know it when I see it. And I'm going to talk about what I see in women, because if I start talking about what I see in men, a lot of y'all motherfuckers about to get mad. WJ Luckett is in the building. He says, salute Queen T. I'm here for it. He said, salute Miss Destiny. And she said, I met prednisone. Yeah, that's a form of steroids, y'all. I have bottles of that in my house. Matter of fact, and since March, I've had it pumped in the IV in me 5 times since March. But it was to save my life, y'all. So anyway, D-Ray Promotions. You ever been on the GW ship? Yeah, the George Washington. Not trying to change the subject. Just wanted to know. Now I was on the big stick, CVN 71. Walk softly, but carry a big stick. That's the Theodore Roosevelt, for those who you don't know. The nuclear carrier vessel, Theodore Roosevelt, USS Theodore Roosevelt. Yes, yes. On that fine Navy ship. Yeah. And I've been on amphibs. But that's the only carrier I hit up. Mostly amphibs. But anyway, so he had that list, and the Cytomel jumped up at me, and I remember why they gave it to me. And not to go in depth, I'm gonna just say the gist of it. For me, from my memory of Cytomel, Cytomel gives you a boost. It helps you boost up the because what your body has to do, your body has to register that hormone T4 in it. It has to register it. And I know if I'm going to say T4, T3, T2, T1, y'all going to be like, what? I can say D4, D3, D2. You know, whenever you hear the word 4, it means one thing. If you hear 3, this is not an absolute, but just for the gist of this conversation, 3 is real-time active shit. So if you got, like, let's say D2, we know we're talking about vitamin D, which is technically a hormone. Y'all know vitamin D is a hormone. So D2 means you're storing. You're storing up shit. D3 is active. You understand? Same thing with T4, T3. So and I think it's your hypothalamus. I think it's the hypothalamus in your brain. Talks to your body. It talks to the organs. Your organs talk to your brain. It tells it, I'm going to put a unit of measurement. This by no means how it goes, but just so y'all can paint the picture. Let's say in your particular body, and everybody's different, you need 10 units per day of T4 to register in your body, okay? Even if that T4 does nothing while it's in there, it needs to be registered in your body or you're going to have problems living. Okay. T4 is a hormone that's released, secreted from your thyroid gland. And it's told your body, your brain tells your thyroid gland to release that for the day. You know what I'm saying? It comes in a covered shell. If you think of it like an egg shape with a protective covering. Not that it looks like that, but just think of it like that. Now it has to get from point A to point B. But on its way to point A to point B, it has to pass through a lot of dangerous stuff. So the shell is protecting it until it gets to its destination. Namely, we're going to talk about the liver. It goes other places, but we're going to talk about the liver. So when your T4 gets to your liver, now remember the T4 had to come from your neck down through your digestive, through your small intestine, all this other pathways and make it to your liver. Now your liver has two jobs. It may have more jobs. I can't tell you what's primary or not, but I can tell you which one to work first. Your liver is a big filtering system. I think most of us know that. But your liver also converts T4 into T3, which is usable when it's in T3 form. You cannot use it in T4 form. The only thing it does for your body in T4 form, and we talking metabolism, is letting your body know you have adequate amount in your system and it helps you live. You know, if you didn't have adequate amount of T4 in your system, you will die. So I mean, it's registering in your body like, hey, we got adequate amount. So now we gotta figure out how to use it. Now it's at the liver. It gets up to the liver. It's knocking on the door. Let me in. Let me in. The liver is busy processing and filtering foods that you ate. Now, if you eating bad foods that really ain't supposed to be eaten by humans, like that fugazi ass sugar, your liver gonna spend all day filtering, and it'll filter all day before it ever do metabolism, right? So you knocking at the door as a T4, you're the metabolism, like I'm ready to come in so you can use me, and your liver like, hold tight, just sit on the side. We over here filtering. The longer you're filtering is the less time that you're metabolizing. But if you ate good food the way God intended, your liver can take a break, whatever, come on in. Let me take this shell off you, because the liver has the key to take that shell, that protective coating off the T4, turn it into T3, absorb it in the body, and send it everywhere. Okay? I don't care how much you go in the gym. You can be 23 hours in the gym. I don't care what you do. If you don't have metabolism running and processing through your body, you're going to be a chunky butt. You're going to have problems with weight. And in boxing, you can't have that, right? So if you're taking substances like a Cytomel, it only has from my memory, like a day shelf life. But if you're taking that or T3s or whatever, first of all, I'm going to answer the age-old question. Yes, there are pills that can make you lose weight. They're just not going to give it to you. It's unethical to give it to you, because when you give people things to do for their body, what their body naturally do, your body said, oh, somebody else is doing it. I quit. I stop. When you stop, when your body stops, it's like a domino effect. It will be like a domino effect. It's going to stop in other places. Now you used to didn't have a problem over here, but now you do, because you just stop your body from doing this XYZ. The people who out there, to my white brothers and sisters out there who be taking melanin, stop that shit. Your body does it naturally. When you start taking melanin, just because you want to sleep, how about run 2 or 3 miles and get tired and your ass will go to sleep? But stop taking that melanin, because your body going to stop making it and stop producing it. And guess what? You're going to have a domino effect. So don't get in the way of what your body normally do. Go to the doctor, get concrete evidence that your body is not living up to par, and then let the doctor point you in the right direction to do whatever. But don't get in the way of what your body naturally does, no matter how sluggish you think it is. Some people shit be betting 1,000. Some people shit is kind of sluggish. That is just your genetic makeup. There's other ways you can fix that. Probably can fix it with food. But anyway, I digress. So the T3, the T4 knocking at the door. The liver is, finished filtering for the day. It brings it in, take the protective coating off it. It turns it into T3, and now it's in business. If the T4 gets to the door, talking about the liver, and the liver is busy filtering, what'll happen is the T4 will go into reverse T3. That means you're just going to stop metabolizing. And what happens when you stop metabolizing? You stop doing a lot of shit, and you're going to gain weight. Not to mention, you ain't going to heal as fast. You ain't going to build no muscle, this, that, and the other. So when I see people, taking these type of drugs, I just shake my head. I say, that's fucking ridiculous. But he pointed that out. I know about Cytomel. I also know about T3. But, unless you're a person with a hormonal problem, like myself, they're not going to give you that shit. And it would be unethical to give it to you. Even if you wasn't a boxer or an elite athlete, you're asking to be killed slowly. You do not stop your body process from doing what it's supposed to do. You have receptors in your body for a reason. You have cannabis receptors, you have opiate receptors, and you have cocoa plants receptors. You have them in your body for a reason. If you didn't have these receptors, every time you take certain shit, you would die, right? Destiny, hey, WJ babes. She said, Miss T, I had a great convo right before her show, and she's super amazing, but we'll agree to disagree about humans versus humanoids. D-Ray promotion. Do we get the live debate today? Yeah, we're gonna get some folks on. Sir Antbo, salute Miss T in the chat. And Destiny said, hey, sir. Hey, D-Ray. At Destiny Black, salute. And D-Ray said, Queen at Destiny Black, blessings. Destiny Black, y'all, she big news. Y'all, she is big news. I guess that's what you said. Y'all, she is a big nerd. Yeah, I am. Your metabolism is in your core, in other words, laugh out loud. Yeah. So when he was talking about that, and the last part I'm going to say, there's a lot of y'all favorite fighters that I can look at. Man, y'all can trust me or not. I'm going to talk about women, because if I say something about a man, y'all going to swear I'm hating or whatever. So I ain't going to even do it. I'm not even going to give you the opportunity to say, I, Miss T, don't create no narratives. I can tell when somebody hormonally is in trouble. There's telltale signs. I can tell you for women, your hair texture change. So if I knew you when you was 15 and then we're in our 30s or something, and I keep seeing your hair texture change, I already know what's wrong with you. I can tell looking at your body, because your body morphs in certain areas. I'm not going to get in depth about that because that go both ways, men and women. I can tell by your eyes. Most importantly, you guys have heard me speak on here, and y'all be like, Miss T, your voice is raspy. That's a telltale sign too, which you can pick up easily from women, not so much as men. And yes, hormonally, when you're talking about the thyroid area or metabolism, that's usually a problem that happens with women. But it's all glandular, y'all. And the reason why I say you don't want to fuck around with these pads and shit and doing all this bullshit, because you're gonna get it. You're gonna pay for that in the long run. And for women, most problems run to your thyroid gland. Destiny is right. It's rare that men have thyroid problems, but they do. You know what men have the problems at? Because it's going to run to your glands, y'all. Your glands is the easiest to disrupt and fuck up when you're doing extracurricular shit. So let me tell y'all men where you're going to have problems. In your motherfucking nut sacks. That's right. I said it. In your motherfucking nut sacks. That's glands, y'all. It runs to our neck. It runs to y'all nuts. So do it at your own apparel. That is what I gleaned from Capsule Full. Like, I know he wasn't talking about that, but as he talking, I'm listening to all this stuff and everything. So yeah, is there a pill out there? Yeah, and I've tested it. Because I get prescribed these things here and there if I want to. But I try not to go overboard with it. And I actually gave a couple of friends of mine a couple of pills. I sent it to 4 people. I sent 3 in the mail and 1 to a friend of mine who lived in my neighborhood. And I said, just test it out, see what it do to you. I gave him a handful of pills, a couple of pills. And I'm telling you, I gave him like 3 pills a piece. And all of them lost 8 pounds in 2 days. So, and they are perfectly healthy. See, with me, I don't have a thyroid gland. So I'm at a disadvantage than most of you guys. I don't even have a piece of it in my body. So when I take it, it's not going to do for me what it does for y'all. So yes, there is pills out there that you can literally take, but it's unethical to give it to somebody, whether you're an athlete or not, because you're basically slowly killing that person because you're shutting down operations and you're starting a domino effect. But if that's what people want to have, nut problems after their career is over, be my guest. But so, hold on. I'm going to drop the link in a few. Let me catch up on the chat. I don't know, man. You may talk about it, man, because boxing is a male-dominated sport. You're right and wrong right now. Now, I'm not going to talk about dudes because I don't want nobody getting in their feelings. And he said, drop the mic. I don't know. I hate this dumb phone. The active activist is in the building. Was Papa King? What's going on, y'all? Destiny said, laugh out loud. Yes, ma'am. And able to achieve and what is this? Degen and maintain one. Maceo say, I just been tested for thyroids last month. It came back negative. Y'all gotta watch my Sunday shows when I go more in depth about that, because sometimes you can test for your thyroid, and your thyroid is one of the things, like if your thyroid reads right, it doesn't mean that your reverse T3 gonna read right. So like your thyroid will read right on the test, but then your reverse T3 will read wrong. And they don't care about that, but you should care about that because it shuts down your metabolism. But if your reverse T3 reads right, your thyroid is going to read wrong. And that's the conundrum that they got to work with. He said, I refuse, not nut busting drugs for me. Indeed. Hey, activists. Erection, oh my God, mean lack of erection. But hey, it's their life. They do it to themselves. So I'm gonna put this link into the chat. But that's what I be thinking about. And like I said, I be watching them. I can tell y'all a whole lot of fighters that I can see got hormone problems. It's not that I see that I'm not saying that I see that they taking this ped or this banned substance. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're very young man. You're supposed to be healthy, but I see your hormone problem. You can't hide that shit from me. I've been around a lot of people with it, and I've had it myself. Active activists can tell you, I ain't no novice on this subject. I'm an expert. I can talk shit with the best of the doctors because I had to live this shit for the last 25 years. Trust you, believe me. He said, I'm with the make it all illegal gang. You be killing me with that one. I put the link in the chat. Active activists, you kill me with that shit, man. Oh my goodness. Where you looking for the signs? But see, like, if you don't have that problem, I'm gonna let y'all go research or catch me on my Sunday show. I don't do a Sunday show every week because often I'll be getting into repeating. But I break down the thyroid gland and how that shit works and what goes on and just that and the other. And so I don't want to say, because then y'all will start looking. If y'all didn't live this and y'all see, I can look at it and I can see stuff and I can feel, because I know what it looked like. I know how I feel. I have an inside track because I ain't just a person who read something. I'm actually living it. But I don't want to tell you guys that type of stuff, and then y'all start speculating and shit, and then we on some other shit. Go ahead, Destiny. What's good? What you got on it, man?
Y'all know my good sis. Miss T, we gonna agree to we agree on most of the things what she's saying, but I'm gonna disagree on some things.
Mhm.
When she's talking about the steroids and testosterone, testosterone is y'all hormones, like estrogen is women's hormones. Men don't have estrogen, but women do have testosterone as well, which a lot of men do not know. And some women have overactive testosterone. That's why you see some men that seems more masculine than others. That's because we're the number one species. I mean, the number one. You know, we were here before a man was, but I'm gonna let y'all Christians make it. But anywho, what she was saying is when y'all get older in age, your testosterone levels do drop. That's why some men do have to take testosterone shots because after y'all peak at like I think it's 33, between 33 and 35, your testosterone levels start declining. Now, men who are more active and eat more of a vegetable life, you know, a vegetarian, I guess you could say, actually more vegan because you know it's dairy. It's the dairy that's really terrible. It's not the protein. It's the dairy that's really terrible for us, especially men. That's the decrease in y'all testosterone. And y'all can look it up. Miss T, am I lying?
Now you're not lying, but I will quiver with
Go
men
ahead,
have
baby.
men have estrogen too, and we have testosterone too. We just don't have it on the levels. Like we have testosterone, not on the levels of men. They have estrogen, not on the levels of women. Both
No,
sexes have. Yes,
they
they
don't have.
do.
Do they have
Yes,
estrogen?
yes, 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 ma'am.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
literally have never read that before. That must be something new. I
Now,
really, y'all,
that's
excuse me. I really have never read that. I
men.
promise you, I've never read that men had estrogen.
You have to because it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. You see what active
I
active say?
know men,
Trust
all
me.
baby boys start off as girls in the womb. That's why most times when a woman have a miscarriage, it's because it's you know once the male gets introduced, it's a foreign entity to a woman. If y'all ever read anything about miscarriages, especially once they can determine sex, it's usually male babies. Am I lying, Miss T? Because
I
she's a
believe
scientist, like her degrees in science.
that. Some of them. Active activist said we are subject matter expert on this. Yes, he lived with me through most of this. Well, not live literally, but he was with me through most of this stuff. He'd helped me research and all. He's seen me go through it.
You know what, Miss
He
T?
has
I'm
subject
fat
matter
tripping. You're
expertise.
right. Men do have estrogen because some men have produced breast milk. That's how some men get breast cancer. You're right. I'm tripping, y'all.
She
Y'all, I'm
ain't.
tripping.
She ain't. We done all the research.
I am
um,
fat tripping over here. No, I
active,
wasn't even
active,
researching though, honestly.
yeah.
And you just talked about that. I was talking about how some men get breast cancer. Yeah, they do. Some,
Yeah.
yeah, men do have estrogen, but it's not. But women usually have way more testosterone in their system than men. But what
We
is it called when men grow breasts, Miss T? What is that shit called?
well,
It's
I don't
called
know
something.
the clinical name, but men have breast. Period. Your chest area, your pecs are your breasts,
I'm
and
talking about like breasts.
oh, I don't know. I don't know. I
It's
can't
called
remember the
something,
actual.
y'all. Y'all look it up when men actually have like breasts. It's a
Uh,
whole term for it.
the active activist said white coats don't care about what she talking about. Go to stopthethyroidmadness.com. Trust me, y'all. I had to live this. I had. There's no book that can prepare you for having to deal with a hormonal problem. And hormonal problem don't necessarily mean a woman she's becoming more like a man, or a man he's becoming more like a woman. Hormonal problem meaning your hormones are not working the way they supposed to. You mess up one, you gonna mess up the other. As me and my little bro say, the active activist, an imbalance anywhere is an imbalance everywhere. Because that's what your body does, is a balancing act. He said we
Mhm.
have estrogen, just not a lot. And he talking about alkaline. Yeah, you want your body to be neutral. You want your body to be more alkaline than to be acidic. You know what I'm saying? But you want your body to be neutral. Yes, we have estrogen. My estrogen was high last year. I was working out and getting stronger, but I couldn't lose the fat and change my body like I wanted to. Estrogen is what puts make women keep fat. You are designed to carry fat, even the skinniest of women. You are designed by nature to keep fat on you. And when you go into trying to lose weight, your body kind of try to resist it. That's why a woman can go in the gym do the same workout as a man, but it would take her 8 weeks to see results, while it take a man 2 weeks. Y'all have the building blocks, testosterone, aldosterone. Y'all have all them rones that's going to help y'all, because all of that is muscle building. But everybody has testosterone because the brain runs off of that. All brains, men and women.
She's right. She's right. Y'all, I told y'all I was set tripping. Y'all trying to correct me. Yeah, I told y'all I was set tripping about the estrogen thing. Y'all gotta forgive me. Shit. Can my mind be blown a couple of times? Shit.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm telling you, when I say I investigate, because I was going through it. Nobody, no doctor
Miss
said
T, your degrees, but Miss T, let's get off of that because I don't feel like arguing with you about humans and humanoids. Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson tomorrow.
Hold on tight. Let me get my chats in.
Okay, baby girl. I'm sorry, sissy. Go ahead.
General Big Fish is in the building. What's poppin', King? What up, the Queen? What up to the Queen?
Hey, General Big Fish with his trolling ass.
General Big Fish, we gonna talk about Earl in a minute. Hey, you can come in at any time and rep your boy. Hey, that's Earl fan right there. You come
Girl,
in.
that nigga's name is One Eye Willie. We're not gonna call him Earl nothing. His name is One Eye Willie.
Hey, General, you can represent your boy. Let him know what it do in Texas. Yo,
let him know stop being payola, General Big Fish. Tell him stop being payola. And I got facts. I got receipts to show that he's a payola nigga. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sir Ambo said estrogen is in semen and brain of men. Oh, okay.
I literally just agree with y'all. Y'all better stop arguing with me. I got hands, y'all. I got hands.
He said
I'm holding the Floyd Mayweather with these hands.
And yes, that's true. And Sir Ambo, guess what? Testosterone makes women have urge. It's the urge why we have urges to want to lay down with our man and do. That is all predicated from testosterone, believe it or not.
Not just, but it's also estrogen too. And too much testosterone makes us very aggressive.
Because when women lose testosterone, they don't have urges anymore, and that's a fact.
But Miss T, it's too much testosterone makes us very aggressive.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're a woman, you're not gonna have that. You're not supposed to unless you take it something. So I'm just saying,
some women actually have overactive testosterone. Now you know damn well that's the women who have like the more pronounced Adam's apple. The women who literally usually don't have like normal menstrual cycles. That's too much testosterone, Miss T. Now you know that's chemistry 101.
You can always have too much of something. You can always have too little. I can tell y'all for a fact in my lifetime, there's a couple times I went to the doctor and the doctor said, well, you don't have enough testosterone. I'm like, is that a problem? And they was like, yeah. And they started asking me personal questions. I just, full disclosure, I was wondering why I just really didn't have no urges. I mean, that's real talk. I didn't have no urges. And they was like, the doctor asked me about it. And I said, yeah, I really don't have I'm not pressed for it. And I should have been at the age I am. I should have been. But then he said, I had a female doctor. She said, you want me to give you some? And I said, give me some. Like what? Because they have some cream they can rub on you, or they got some pills. I know.
Girl, they prescribe women Vicodin. They prescribe women Vicodin. I'm not Vicodin, but I mean, what's the little blue pill?
Viagra.
They prescribe women Viagra.
I don't want none of that shit because I asked her, am I going to grow facial hair? And she said, maybe. And that was a bridge too far. Fuck that shit. I don't grow. My face smooth as a baby's ass. I ain't growing no motherfucking hair when I ain't supposed to.
But they do. Like y'all laughing, but I swear on everything. I did pharmacy for 10 years. I literally it's only been like maybe a handful of times. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like maybe 5, maybe less than 5 times. I actually seen us prescribe Viagra to ladies, and it was for sex. Because one lady said she couldn't get wet anymore at all.
Well,
she said she could not get wet. And they gave her Viagra and it worked for her and her husband.
Well, I didn't have that problem.
Worked at the hospital.
I didn't have a
Miss Lady. Not everybody go through the same thing you do. You know, menopause hit women differently.
I can get moist. But listen, as long as I'm a woman, all I gotta do is open the legs. Hey.
Nah, everybody just don't turn me on. Like if you
I mean,
if you probably ugly, yeah, that's the whole lie. No.
I'm just saying for a man, he gotta, get some stuff working and get the farm
Girl, he can't be coyote ugly. Good night. If I gotta chew my arm on, just to no, you gotta work on it. You gotta build on it.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get Maceo and then Big
Okay,
Fish.
go ahead,
Maceo,
Bishop.
go ahead. Maceo,
What's up, ladies?
what's going on? What you got on?
Hey,
I
baby
can't.
daddy.
I thought we were talking fossil. I guess we were going to sex education and about the human body tonight, eh?
No, but it was talking mainly about VADA
Steroids.
and the SNAC
But,
and all that. And I just wanted to break down the body just a little bit, just so people know,
Yeah, because
I'm point out where I could tell men who got hormonal problems, because if I do, y'all not gonna like it, because I'm gonna be pointing out something.
I went to the doctor and they found like a glitch on my thyroid, and they thought I had thyroid cancer. So they did 2 biopsy on me, back to back, and it came back. By the grace of God, it came back negative. So I understand what you're saying about that. For a minute I was, hey, they thought they got to do surgery and remove it or whatever situation is, but it came back negative.
You don't never want that.
Talking about that.
You don't never want. Yeah, you don't ever want nobody to take your your gland. Your life ain't gonna never be the same.
Yeah, because
rare it is for a man to have thyroid cancer. It's extremely rare for a man to get thyroid cancer.
It is
like
rare.
It's extremely rare for y'all to get like a breast cancer. It's extremely rare.
It's rare for y'all men to get it, but a man can get it. I'm gonna tell y'all one telltale sign that a man got a thyroid problem. He gets like a barrel chest. If that makes sense to you. He gets like a barrel chest that don't make sense. It doesn't match his arms. It doesn't match his legs. Because for the most part, your body kind of proportioned the way God made you. So for you to have a barrel chest and your arms and legs don't look like it went with it, that's a telltale sign. So,
well, not getting off our subject, but I'm going to upset some people right now.
Oh God.
Okay.
You take your blood pressure medicine, Big Fish.
Yeah. I took
it. I want to address the Charlo thing, but he tell me he won't fight Earl, right? Now let's go back when Crawford said he wouldn't fight Porter because they're friends, right? What everybody did.
Yeah, they got
what he said.
He said when Crawford was like him and Porter are friends, and how people felt about it when they didn't want to.
Agree. I agree with you. I don't think Earl Spence and goddamn the Charlo should be fighting because they have the same train. That don't even make sense. That don't even go together.
No. The point I'm making is when Bud said he wasn't gonna see, he won't fight. He won't fight Earl neither because they are friends, and so that's the reason why he won't fight because they're friends.
Who won't fight?
Charlo and Earl, they're stablemate. They're friends.
Yes,
they hang out together.
They shouldn't fight. They're pretty much brothers at this point. They're like stablemates.
Okay,
that don't make no sense.
But listen, the same thing with Porter and Bud said they want to fight one of them because they're friends. But the Earl Sexers, they ran with that shit.
No,
hold on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad, Miss
Girl.
They ran with that. Oh, he won't fight. Oh, he ducking Porter. He doesn't heat that there. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Then you still have to go back and look at. Let's go back to Floyd and then Oscar De La Hoya. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd daddy was training Oscar when they fought. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that Oscar decided not to let him train him for the fight.
No. Floyd daddy outpriced himself for Oscar De La Hoya because he did not want to go against his son. And Floyd said that on somebody's shows. What's Noriega's show? I don't know the show that Noriega called it, but he said that on there. His daddy charged him going to charge him like $2 million to train him. It was something outlandish.
Right.
So he wouldn't have to train him.
So he wouldn't have to train him for the fight. But the thing I'm making is, it's all about fuck the friendship. It's about the money. That's what they say. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of friends over in that fault.
They're stable mates, so they're trained. They literally They literally are trained under the same trainer. Who I mean,
I gotta mute you, Destiny.
That ain't got nothing to do with that because the simple fact. Okay, what if Earl move up? Earl move up to 154, and Charlo's still in 154. He got all the belts, so Earl can't fight him for the belts. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense for Earl to move up.
They just gonna if that happens, Charlo says he's gonna move up.
You know, and another thing I want to make point is your boy Shakur Stevens right now, he don't pass Earl.
What you mean?
Shit. How many division titles he got now? How many champions he got in what 2 division?
Yeah, he does. It's gonna be his third champion. If he beats Oscar Valdez tomorrow, that's gonna be his third championship. You're right.
Miss T.
And 2 weight classes, right?
In 2 different weight classes. You're right, but he had he had a championship in 1 weight class and then another one in the second. This is gonna be his second.
Hold on.
In a different weight class, right?
Yeah.
And Earl still in what?
Child.
I'm just saying.
Okay, hold tight, y'all. And look, we're gonna give Big Fish the flow and go on ahead and rep it. You got it, Big Fish.
Miss T, do you hear Macy over here? He trying to bait me right now. Do you hear
What's going on, Big Fish?
I come on this panel to be friendly, and you straight attack mode, man. What's going on, buddy?
I ain't coming in attack mode with you today, Doc. When I see, you know what? That was already on my mind before you even came on there.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. You good?
Yeah, I know.
You can say whatever you want to say. I'm gonna get you later on.
I know you. Look at. I had enough of that last night, boy. Woo! We had a rain digging last night.
I ain't seen nothing last night. I was looking for a show. Did anybody come on last? Thriller or Mac Mob came on? Because I ain't seen nothing.
Neither one of them came on last night.
The Mac Mob coming on tonight around 9:30 Central Standard Time. Well, yeah, Queen. What's up, Miss T?
Your boy Earl Spence. Ducking. What's good? What's good?
We ducking. You already heard the call out, Miss T. We ain't got to even talk about that no more. We just waiting on the contract to get sent. Then it's gonna be a big, devastating sadness that overcome y'all when y'all see what's about to happen.
Hey, go ahead. What you say, Destiny?
What you say? Huh?
Child,
you don't agree with that?
Now, Big Fish, you know good and goddamn well you on that good shit and alcohol. The fuck? He's probably been supposed to get out since 2018. Now we're in 2022.
Yeah.
That's been 2023 before we get the fight. This nigga about to be 97 years old before the big lie fights the Big Fish.
Hey, I'm glad you know how to count, sweetheart.
Yeah. 27 years later, the big lie gonna fight the real Big Fish.
Okay.
Big Fish.
The big lie.
Honestly, do you think that fight can get made, man?
Hell yeah, what you did? Hey, Mr. Golden, didn't you hear the Big Fish call him out in the ring say
that don't mean nothing?
I want Terrence Crawford next. That's all y'all want.
Listen, hold on. Didn't Pacquiao get in the ring with Earl and say Earl with Nathan fuck around and change his mind?
What happened? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What happened?
When Earl called Pacquiao in the ring, Pacquiao agreed to the fight at one point. This was a little while back now. Yeah. Before Pacquiao even fought Keith, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Pacquiao agreed to the fight to fuck around and change his mind and never fought Earl.
How Pacquiao changed his mind? Pacquiao didn't change his mind. What you talking about?
Yes, he did too. He ducked it. Pacquiao ducked it. Earl called it. After one of Earl fight, I think one of Earl fights, he called Pacquiao in the ring. Pacquiao came in the ring. Earl approaches that about the fight.
Come in the ring.
Mr. Golden, you remember when Ugas fought Pacquiao, right?
Right.
Pacquiao and Earl Spence was supposed to fight that night, but Earl Spence,
But listen, no. This way before then, General Big Fish. Way before then. This before Pacquiao fought Keith.
Hey, they eventually came to terms though. So what you saying is kind of not true, sir. But I
Yeah,
guess I can
no,
see what you're saying.
at that time, that's what they made the fight back then. And Pacquiao came in the ring and said, "Yeah, he'll fight it," and he changed his fucking mind.
Yeah.
That's the same thing happened with Earl. I mean, I would love to see that fight, but I just can't get up for it right now. I can't. Because there done been too much bullshit, too much politician and boxing and all this bullshit shit, man. And until the fight might even get made. I'm gonna keep it real. I love to see the fight. I love to see Bull smash his motherfucking ass.
With the quickness.
With the quickness.
But Big Fish, Bird called this nigga out since 2018. He jumped into welterweight. He called him out since 2018. Your boy did the same thing he said Keith Thurman did to him. You need to go get a belt. Buddy showed up with a belt, said, I got a belt. And mind you, no, hold on, Big Fish. Mind you, One-Eye Willie tried to fight the boy Jeff Horn. But when Bud beat the brakes off of Jeff Horn, all y'all One-Eye Willie fans, oh yeah, he was weak. Anybody could beat him. But mind you, y'all weren't saying that when One-Eye Willie was trying to fight him. And my line, anybody on this panel, tell me if I'm lying. Did he not try to beat Jeff Horn for that WBO belt before Terrence Crawford beat his ass? And not just beat his ass, but dominated him from the root of the motherfucking tutor. Anybody in the panel or on goddamn in comments, am I lying?
He did. Let me send a shout out to Ray New Sartors. Welcome to the building, King. He said, "Good evening, beautiful queens of boxing talk. Salute to you, ladies, and to the panel." Big Fish, yeah, he did say that, bro.
Hey, Ray, that's Destiny, girl.
Who?
You said you. I'm
about what you
One-Eye Willie said. That's exactly what he said. He tried to fight Jeff Horn. All y'all goddamn One-Eye Willie fans was like, oh yeah, let him fight little buddy. But when Terrence Crawford not only beat him, but he beat his ass on the roots. Oh, he left. Yeah, he beat his ass on the roots to the motherfucking tutor. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, he been trash. But when he beat Pacquiao, they was gone home for One-Eye Willie getting in the ring with his ass. They was like, oh yeah, One-Eye Willie gonna fuck him up. He gonna fuck him up. But when Terrence Crawford got that fight, and then Terrence Crawford dominated that ass. Oh, he trash. He being trash. He didn't really win that fight against the boy.
Are you gonna take a breath and let me say?
No, I'm not gonna take no breath. No, I got something else to say too. Thank you very much. I'm gonna let you make it though. You're welcome. Now I'm just playing, baby. Go ahead.
No, I was messing with you too. I'm sorry. Was that rude? I'm sorry.
No, I have a question. No, Mr. Cool, my sense of humor. I have a dry sense of humor, baby boy. I have a very dry sense of humor.
Okay. Well, so if since Terrence Crawford called him out, he's obligated to respond to that. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm hearing, right?
He ain't never called that nigga out in the ring though until now.
No, I'm talking about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford been calling out Earl Spence since 2018, right?
Did he not respond the night of the fight?
And he didn't respond, right?
No, Terrence Crawford did respond the night of the fight.
No. Earl.
I'm talking about Earl. You saying Earl been getting caught? He been ducking for 5 years, right?
He did.
So what I'm understanding is that when Terrence Crawford say, "Hey, I want to fight you," Earl Spence had to take that fight, or he's gonna be considered ducking, right?
I didn't say he had to take the fight, but you know what? He did duck. He made all the excuses. He gonna go fight Sean. Why would I go beat Sean Porter ass and go the easy route and beat Sean Porter ass? That's exactly what he said on video, on tape. You know, the most dangerous thing is a video, is a tape recording, a goddamn microphone. He said his own goddamn mouth. Terrence Crawford never said that shit.
Yeah.
But Earl did. One-Eye Willie did.
So you just admitted yourself that he don't have to fight. He didn't have to fight him when he called him out. So we on the same page. I don't need to go further.
Big Fish, cut the shit.
What?
Cut the shit, my nigga. My nigga, cut the
No, I'm
shit.
not. So okay. So I thought we was on the same page,
No,
but we not.
because if somebody call you, I'm talking about like if a scrub call you out like some flea that nobody even heard of, like a random ass nigga like
See, you killing all my points.
Cucaracha. If a nigga named Cucaracha call you out, you don't gotta respond to that shit. But we talking about players in the game that call you out.
That's how you see
You're talking
him.
about like Jay-Z and fucking Nas.
That's
now,
how you see Terrence Crawford. Earl Spence don't see Terrence Crawford that way. So.
Stop it. Cut the shit, my nigga.
Mean?
Cut the shit, my nigga. Because every time they ask him about fucking Terrence Crawford, I never go to none of his fights. I don't know why he came to my fight because I never go to none of his fights. And then he showed it to his fight. And when he knocked little buddy out, what he could not do, this nigga dipped. I mean, he couldn't run up that goddamn arena too fast.
He didn't knock him out. The dude through the tile.
That nigga had fire and light to his motherfucking ass. That nigga had fire and light to his ass the way he skipped about that bitch.
His daddy
and y'all, One-Eye Willie sexuals, y'all was like, oh my God, that's because they wouldn't let him come in the ring. Oh, well, Top Rank said he could not come in the ring. Stop the madness. Nobody even said that. Y'all made that shit up on your own. Nobody said that shit. Go ahead, Mr.
Hit that like button for me, please. Sir Ambo was saying that brother sound like he from Shreveport. Tell him where you from, Big Fish.
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
All day, already.
Big T?
Dallas, Texas. What you know about Big T?
But
you don't know about Big T. What you know about Big T?
Homosexuals. I live in fucking Texas. Ain't shit in Texas but homosexuals.
Where you live at, in Brownsville?
Houston, my nigga.
That's the same thing.
Homosexuals.
Sir Ambo always put up this emoji. That's supposed to be Bud running like hell from the Big Fish. I hear you, Sir Ambo.
Sir is delusional, baby girl.
Active say tomato cans. Sir Ambo say EJ and Bud have $1 million bet on the fight. They supposed to, right? Called each other out 3 straps later. Ricky.
Yeah, 3 straps later. You're right.
Destiny back at it. He said, Destiny back at it. Where you been? What's good, Miss T? Happy Friday, everyone. What's up, Ricky?
Ricky, my baby, my future ex-husband.
Dallas for sure. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about Maceo? He from Alabama. No.
And you know what, Maceo? I have an affinity for goddamn Alabama. I was a police officer in Montgomery, Alabama, baby boy.
I am from Savannah, Georgia.
Man, I knew something was wrong with you.
Yeah.
Your uncle.
I'm a Georgia boy.
Your uncle. Your uncle. Your uncle, Big Fish. No, I'm playing with you.
She talking about my uncle.
I'm talking about your ass.
WJ said, I lived in Houston for 10 years. I miss it out there.
WJ, whatever, malaria fever you got, we have medication for that shit, WJ. It's medication for malaria. You're welcome.
Hey, where that turkey leg hood at?
I don't know. I've never been.
You ain't never
I refuse to wait 2 hours for a meal.
It don't take that long.
I'm not gonna wait 2 hours, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait. Yeah, not.
You being lazy. It don't take that long to get that food.
Yes, it does. It's literally 2 hours wait. It's 2 hours, but I'm gonna let you make it.
Y'all can't call it in.
Yeah, you can call it in. See, I can tell she a difficult type of person, Miss T. She don't think of the solution. She think of the problem. That's why you on Terrence Crawford's side. You ain't on the right side.
There you go, Big Fish.
Hell no. Big Fish, I know you with that.
See, that we don't do that kind of thinking. It's positive vibes only on this side. We don't think of the problems. We think of the solution.
You call them in and they cancel they'll cancel it. Literally because the wait line be that long. You're welcome. I live
here. You ain't never been before, so how you know?
Now I try to go there. For 2 hours. And then when you call in and make it, you told me. Yeah, okay, they cancel on you. You know what?
excuse me, somebody please tell her that she just
The
lost.
activist, you better let
She
him know.
said she's
The
never
active
been there
activist, you better.
before, but now you trying to tell me how they
I
work.
literally have tried to make reservation or even call it in to even order from now. Nigga,
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
waiting
I
2
hope
hours for
Terrence
nobody.
Crawford fight as hard as you fight when he down on the cars too.
You know
Just
what?
like how you fight.
I hope Shakur Stevenson beat Oscar Valdez ass tomorrow. That's what I
Nah,
do.
we ride with
No, because
Valdez
that's the
tomorrow.
fight we got to deal with tomorrow. I
You
mean,
ride with who?
Hell no. What you say,
Yeah.
Big Fish?
We ride with Valdez.
Oh,
Anybody that
hell
grease,
no.
anybody that
Where?
grease elbows with
Hey, Miss T,
huh?
X this nigga. I'm just playing Miss T.
They said they ride with who?
Ricky, I love you too, baby. You know I love you all day, every day.
Big Fish.
He likes me laughing. The active actor said she friendly. Big Bud round these pieces. Hey,
The actor, you better let them know. And he's from Texas. He's from Houston. Big fish, little
Man,
fish, little pond ass nigga.
What up?
look at this Bud fight for to be so easy for Bud.
Bruh,
I see it, but that shit gonna be so easy for Bud. He just gonna pick Earl ass apart.
I love
And I
your
wanna-
accent. It's so cute.
I just want to know.
Miss T,
I just want to know what the hell they gonna do.
I appreciate you for letting me come on, Miss T, and talk to you for a second. I got to drop out.
Love you, babe. Have a good evening.
I see the night, Big Fish.
Hold on, y'all.
Love you, little fish.
Hold on, y'all. You always welcome, Big Fish. Anytime, come in and rep your boy. I'll sit back in this. I let you pop your collar. It's all to
already.
Just don't cry.
Hospitality.
And look, take your blood pressure medicine as you always advise us on the night of the fight.
I'm on it. Yeah, go Viva Valdez.
Love you, little fish.
And
Love you, little fish. Love you, baby fish. Love you, baby fish. Tadpole, we love you.
For Valdez, he crazy. What
that boy right there. I got that Big Fish.
Look, I mean, that's Tadpole, baby. That's Tadpole.
Look, Big Fish is being the antagonist on that one. Valdez shouted, Mr. Fentermean, let Sir Ampo tell it. Yeah, that's right, Sir Ampo, Mr. Fentermean. Shakur all day tomorrow. It won't be easy early, though.
Miss T, tell Ricky to bring his old pro one-eye Willie ass on this goddamn panel. Bring your black ass on this panel, Mr. Ricky Williams. Bring your
Lord Jesus.
melanated ass on this goddamn panel. Bring your extra melanated ass on that panel. Extra.
Destiny, where you been last night, Miss Destiny?
Huh?
Where you been last night? Me and him went at it last night. Where you been last night?
Honey, you know, I don't. Honestly, can I tell you the truth? AT&T failed us, so we had to call AT&T. They came and had to fix, you know, the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cable thingy, the cable line, because we've been having thunderstorms over here.
Okay.
That was
how terrible AT&T is.
That was our Heyman.
Girl, look at here. Well, we had it going on with Mr. Ricky Williams last night.
Yeah.
Ricky.
But I got
hold on. That's my baby daddy. That's my future ex-baby daddy. Ricky, bring your Chicago ass.
Oh, he talking shit to you too.
Yeah, look, he said, one, who you talking to? Watch your tone. Look at Ricky. Ricky, you know chauvinism don't work over here, bro.
Okay, he talking to his baby mama like that. Oh, shit. What Destiny went at?
Destiny, you done fell out. You let Ricky run you up out of here.
Oh, Lord, Ricky done ran. No.
He said, look at God.
Hey, Miss T.
What's up?
You remember a couple of shows ago, we were talking about how we do good deeds for people and everything?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I went to the Kroger's yesterday, one of those in the grocery store yesterday. Me personally, I like just bothering people, right? So I got some sodas. I ran across a lady, her and her daughter was in the store. And I was messing. I said, man, listen, I'm tired, I'm hot and dirty. I said, you pay for my sodas for me. Like that. And she said, sure, I ain't got no problem paying for your sodas. Like, it seems like you've been working hard and everything. I said, no, I was just teasing. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I talked to her and I walked off, and it laid on my heart to say, go back and give her $100. You know, like that. So I was like, man, I'm going through the store, and it hit me again. So go back and give her $100. like that. So I reached in my pocket, got $100 bill, and I folded it up and put it in my
Sorry,
hand.
y'all.
Hold on.
And
Yeah.
I swear
and
y'all probably think like I did that shit on purpose. I
No,
swear.
no, no,
and
no. Hold on, Destiny. Macy on
Okay.
the middle of the story, but we
I'm
don't
sorry,
think
and
Missy,
so
though.
purpose.
and so I walked all around Kroger, so I found a lady, and I walked up to her. I said, I don't know why. I said, but it was laid on my heart to do this. I grabbed her by the hand. She said, no. She said, please. I said, no. I said, take this. I said, because it was laid on my heart to do this for you.
Mm.
Like that. And I give it to her, and I walked off. Like that. And she opened her hand and seen $100 bill in her hand. She just broke out crying in the store.
Mm.
So I went on procedure to go ahead and get my stuff. And she came up behind me and she hugged me. You feel what I'm saying? She said, thank you so much. She said, I was just telling my daughter, I don't know, I'm working so much. She said, I don't have the money to get my hair fixed. She said, I don't know how I was going to get my hair fixed. Like that. And that thing put tears to my eyes because she said, now I can go get my hair fixed. She said, see how God worked? I was just like, man, it just, like I said, it just laid on my heart to do that yesterday. I didn't know this lady from A to B. You feel me? And sometimes we take stuff for granted. We don't know what a person is going through.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I ain't never. And she said, I've been trying to get my hair done for the longest. And
Mm.
I was like, man, she just stood in the store, just hugged me, and she was just crying and crying. She said, what is your name? I told her. She said, oh, God bless you. Everybody in the store was just looking at her. I had to leave out the store because I started crying.
That was so good. That was so good of you. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little
Mm-hmm.
things. Some she might not have had her hair done in a while, and just sometimes for women that's a very, very, very important to touch back
Mm-hmm.
base with your feminine side, like at least, well, if they call it the feminine side, like to get your hair done. I understand when we go through hard times, we can't get our
Mm-hmm.
hair done often and all that, but shit, sometimes you gotta get that wig split. Ain't it right, Destiny?
Miss T,
Yeah.
honestly, when I get my hair done, it looks just like in my picture, a bunch of nothing. I have a weird texture hair, like you and I was discussing. I don't have that beautiful hair of yours. My shit is weird. My mother gave me this kind of white people hair that it doesn't do nothing but look stupid. So I don't know. I really don't know, y'all.
Look at that Ricky stupid. You see Ricky?
My goodness.
Miss T know I hate my hair. I don't know why she put me on blast like that. She know good and damn well I hate this damn hair. This shit
I mean,
is
a lot
terrible.
of us feel that way. Sometimes you just have a bad hair day.
No, no,
If Ricky
no,
said you
no.
should have helped her messed it all the way up, though.
Miss T, no. Ain't no bad hair day over here. It's just good and terrible over here. It's this fucking bullshit hair texture my mother gave me. She gave me everything she never wanted. She didn't give me like the good lips, the good nose. She didn't give me shit but light skin, which is not even a good thing, which means I can't even like live in the sun all day. She didn't give me shit. That bitch hated me. She was like, bitch, I hate you.
So look, a lot of y'all, let me explain something. Destiny has a weird sense of humor, and a lot of times you listen with the third ear. She do a lot of self-deprecating. But you gotta listen for it. It don't sound like it seems like it's more directed at a person, but it's self-deprecating. I just wanted to say that because a lot of people don't like what she just did right there. Because I know Destiny says a lot of things about light skin and this or whatever, but she be cracking on herself.
I am
And,
the most light skinned motherfucker on the panel.
yeah.
You ain't gonna get no lighter than me.
Hey, Destiny,
Hmm.
don't get the big head, but you are a beautiful young lady, though.
I don't have no big head.
Don't get
And
the
I
big
don't think
head,
that at
man.
all.
But anyhow, but see, I just had to say that. Now, let's get back to this girl sexual shit now.
Hold tight. We got light speed on the panel. What say
Hey,
you? What say you? What you
hey,
got on?
what's going on? Y'all can hear me clear?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
All right, what's up to the panel? How you doing, Miss T?
What's up, babe?
you good.
Hey, what's going on,
If
Destiny?
you have a wifey, please excuse my call everybody babes. That's just my
No, that's
thing.
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say to you, Destiny, I'm not light skinned, so at least on that note, we good. So far, we good, right?
Okay. But I literally just say like, cause you know what? I was telling Miss T earlier, me and Miss T, like we're like kind of like sisters off stage. And I was telling her earlier, there's such thing as like a light skin privilege. And a lot of Black people don't think that's a real thing, but I've experienced it. I've seen when you're more lighter the skin, the better they treat you. I've literally experienced, like when I say I literally experienced, I experienced it more than once. Because my ex-husband, only difference between him and Midnight was 11:59, and I've seen they wouldn't even talk to this man until I showed up. And I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not even lying to y'all. This is at a point when I had made his credit better than mine. Like I made sure his credit was going to be better than mine. So I wanted my husband to be, to be the man. I want him to be the head of the household because that's when I was into that traditional bullshit. And they wouldn't even talk to him until I came around. So I understand there's a light skin privilege. And somebody tell you it's not, they're motherfucking lying. Any light skinned person that said they never experienced it, they, you know what? They want to be blind to the bullshit.
Yeah,
Because
it's
remember
out there,
Malcolm X?
it's out there, but at the end of the day, it's more about the color of your heart. We all,
No, but Lightspeed,
you know,
I only say this stuff because I see the
you
colorism. Because
you
I've been doing like this YouTube thing for like maybe what Miss T, like can you say
you
6 months?
you only like dark skin boxes.
No, because Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson ain't damn light skin at all. I mean dark skin at all. No, no,
Okay.
no. They're not dark skin at all.
All I was saying to you guys is that a lot of times when she make those jokes, I know it catch people off guard. As what you call yourself a dry sense of humor.
Yeah,
But
I do.
it's be self-deprecating, and a lot of times some people might not catch that. But if you listen with the third ear, you might catch that. That's all I was saying. So,
And you
like,
gotta understand what I'm saying. Like,
for the
understand
people,
who you are as a people. Understand who we are as a people. Understand if we don't break that color barrier between light skin and dark skin, all these other kind of complexions, because we come all rainbows. We are the alpha of life. If we don't break that shit, we're always gonna have this shit. So I want to be the person that, like, you know what? Fuck, light skin is no different than dark skin. Because if y'all look at like the people that's been killed, like Miss T, you and I was talking about that earlier. Most of the people that's been killed, like that we can see on TV, that's been getting murdered by the police, they ain't been like extra melanin, they ain't been Miss T complexion or or more beautiful chocolate. They really been like brown and lighter brown, if not light skinned. But
Nah, that's true. Well, Destiny, you definitely speaking the gospel.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, when I
but
say these things, I'm being funny. I'm making fun of myself, but I'm also trying to make Black people consciously aware. Let's get past this
but
coloring.
well, I got some boxing questions.
Go ahead, baby.
I guess since now I'm a Crawford fan. Actually, I'm a fan of boxing, so I appreciate Spence and his skills, and I've been a follower of Spence for a long time. But I guess since Big Fish ain't here, I could play the devil's advocate. So now it's my turn. I would say that I still kind of think that what's in the past is in the past. I think Spence ducked. I think that was clear. I think I actually got put on to the. I didn't realize how deep it was until E3 put out that series.
Yeah, that 16 part.
Yeah, the 16-part series. Yeah. That was some serious work. I didn't realize that, but I didn't even actually that 16-part series was how I even found out about like E3, Magma, everybody. That was how I found like y'all's whole group. Yeah, because I'm just a boxing head. Like I've been obsessed with boxing for like years. I just watch hella boxing, old fights, new fights, and I listen to the commentary. And then at some point, I stopped listening to the commentary because the clickbait boys and the alphabet boys and all them, it just got to a point where the shit was just so thick that I just couldn't even. You know how you listen to some channels and I ain't gonna say no names, but you be listening, you just like, all right, I gotta turn this bullshit off. I can't even listen no longer. I think that's what happened with these other channels, and that's how I got put on the E3 and all that. But I'm still, so I'm a Crawford supporter, but
I will say I kind of put a lot of the ducking stuff in the past, just when because right now Spence, his language is a lot better, and as a fighter, he himself is talking like he wants to fight.
Okay.
Like, you know, Derek James, PBC, and other people on that side, I hear putting out narratives and saying a lot of weird stuff. Like when Derek James, one, throwing out the numbers all the time, two, you know, he be trying to undervalue Bud, act like he never seen Bud fight before, act like when he was getting interviewed, I forget what interview it was. After the fight, he talking about I know he tired of hearing about Crawford, but he talking about Crawford's athletic, but dodged every other question about Crawford's skills and the challenges and all that stuff. So I hear fighting language still on Spence's side, but I still think at least now he's doing better and he's talking like he wants to fight.
Yeah. That's okay. That's cool. You know, we did give them a reprieve for a little bit, like the week of Amir Khan and Kell Brook fight. All both sides, you know, including Ugas, was talking better. And I know I promised I wouldn't poke the bear, but I ain't gonna never stop talking about what happened before, because what happened before guys us forward. But yeah, I understand and all that. But that's good. Like, you know, welcome to the building. Don't be shy. Come in at any time or whatever. My boy DJ is in the building. What's
DJ,
poppin'?
hello, DJ, Mr. Alabama himself.
Mm-hmm. What you got on the DJ? He might have stepped away, but let me get some of these chats, y'all. The activist said, "Light privilege is real. I've experienced handsome privilege too." Sir Ambrose, like, I'll drink to that. Ricky said, "I got you, Destiny. You can be traditional with me. You can walk around butt naked with two socks on." Lord. I thought you was going to make your crown royal and Coke or whatever. Sir Ambrose said, "Color of your heart." That's a good one. That's a good statement right there. Active said Devin Haney tall like Sir Major. And Sir Ambrose said devil's advocate, bro. Andrew Charles is in the building. Was popping. Said salute, Miss T. And D-Ray Promotion says show Bud the truth, then no excuses. Ricky said make the fight so we can all go and catch dinner and drinks and talk ish in person. Sir Ambrose said Bud about easy money. He's not fighting Spence. Maceo said have phone trouble. You got that Obama phone, huh? And then activist said own. And he said talk like star.
You know the nerve. You know the word he's saying. Yes, activist. Yes, coon. I'm gonna say it for you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. DJ, what you got on it? What you got on it? We lost DJ.
DJ gonna come back on, Big Sis. He gonna come back on, Big Sis.
Somebody said Bud's ducking Spence, or Bud gonna duck Spence.
No, Bud ain't never ducked Spence. Spence been ducking Bud. You know what? Like, I hear your optimism and all that good shit. But we gonna talk actual facts and optimism. 2018, Bud actually called him out in 2017 before he actually moved up to 147. But that honestly don't really count until you actually move up to the weight class. Talk is cheap. But then they can actually move up to 147. He been calling that man out. He called out all the heavy hitters at 147. You know what all my niggas did?
Yeah, they all ran.
Them niggas skated on ice skates. They were skating on ice skates, yo. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was the best ice skaters. They could have been Olympic stars the way they skated. But you know what we did? Not what we did, but you know what the One Eye Willie fans did? They went left. They turned left. They skied on the ice like, I'm skied on this ice like an escapade. Like, what the fuck that little girl said? Lil Kim. I'm going to slide on the ice like an escapade. Yeah, that's what they did. They act like, Bud didn't call nobody. They act like Bud went to 147 and said, hey, Give me the worst fighters at 147. I fight them. They act like Bud and offered none of these clowns fights.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand your optimism, but you got to call a spade, son. You got to. You got to call a spade.
Yeah, no, I mean, I at least he's talking better. But yeah, that's it.
First time in history.
And my thing is this. Yeah, I know what it is. I could call a spade. All that energy for years has been ducking. You know, people say, "Oh, it's the easy route," but it's more than the easy route. Like, don't say the easy route. Easy route mean, okay, I'm gonna still get you, but I'm gonna get you later. It wasn't the easy route. It was the safe route. So yeah, I know what it is.
You're right, Ricky. He is unbeatable. He's unstoppable. He is King Kong. Because you know what? Y'all act like this nigga's goddamn Superman. Matter of fact, y'all act like he beyond Superman. This nigga's kryptonite. Y'all act like One Eye Willie's kryptonite. Y'all say we act like Bud is he King Kong, but he's kryptonite to Bud Superman. Yeah, that's exactly what he is. You're right, Ricky. He could be all that. All that. You know what? He's human. You know what humans did to King Kong? They conquered him. That's what Bud's gonna do to your damn Bud. I mean, to your what the boy name is? One Eye Willie. Yeah.
I was telling my man that last night. Bud was calling the boy before he even got to 147. You feel what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying, baby? He cannot. I mean, he was calling him out before he got there. But you know what? Most people feel like, okay, he talk, you know what I'm saying? Like at one, you know, like he's like a weight class lower. Honestly, I don't really count that until you get to that weight class. And when he got to that weight class, he called this man out every round. I mean, every fight he had, it was either him or damn, what the boy named Pacquiao. Yeah, he called one of those out.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't he knocked everybody out since he moved up in weight?
Yes.
He called out three fighters. He called out Keith Thurman, the boy Pacquiao, and your boy One Eye Willie. And then Pacquiao said he wanted 20 million, 40 million to fight him. Y'all, it's outlandish. The amount of money people say they need to fight this man. They gotta stop the madness. At some point, One Eye Willie fans gotta stop the madness and understand, like, if Bud ain't that great, then why is none of these top fighters not fighting him?
Because they don't want to lose their old. The ones who undefeated don't lose their old. But you remember at one point, they wouldn't even acknowledge Bud. They wouldn't even, for years, they wouldn't even say Bud's name. They wouldn't even call us my name out, man. They talk about everybody else except Bud. You bring up Bud's name, they change the subject. That's crying shame. One man come from a lower class and shut down the whole division like that. But he ain't fought nobody. He easy picking. He's sorry. He fighting up a committee. If he was so easy picking and he ain't nothing, fight him. If I know somebody over there, if I got somebody over there, I know they ain't, I said, shit, they ain't about shit. They holding the title, they ain't my way. I want to get that title, get the hell out of the way.
Hey, y'all, hold up. I got to give a shout out to the active activists for giving me that cash app.
Shout out to him.
Shout out, my brother.
$20 cash app. I appreciate you. So I'm going to play a little bit song. I want y'all to check y'all tail feather.
Hey, shout out to that cash app. Shout out to that cash. Y'all better hate, like, comment, and subscribe. And donate to the sis. Y'all donate to the black men, donate to the black women. You know what? We all one family. If we don't love each other, then who's gonna love us?
This girl is hard as hell. And go, boy. Go on, lady. Go ahead, Patrick.
I'm gonna need stop stealing from us Chicagoans.
Girl, you is not finna put no claim on no go-go.
And then that mambo sauce ain't nothing but a rip off of goddamn mouth sauce. Y'all better stop hating.
Thank you, Patrick.
Lady T, Miss Destiny. Oh yeah, y'all have some dinner?
Yeah, some dinner.
I got some barbecue chicken, yellow rice, green beans, something nice for him. Huh?
Get off that. You gotta get off that.
I just felt like it
Just
today was
come on,
Lady
you
P.
went in and get your thyroid check.
I'm gonna eat up green beans, so that shit is nasty as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some some cornbread with a little sugar in it.
Ew.
Oh, come on, Mace.
Ew. Cornbread is my number one nemesis.
Let me tell you, y'all, listen, y'all, when we get older, we gotta make a change.
But I don't eat like that all the time. I just was in a good mood. It was on a Friday. It's a Friday I had off. Ain't had one off in a long time, and I just felt like it today.
Hey, Macy, I ain't mad at you because look, at any given Sunday, I'm liable to have me a reason why I got to dig in some chicken ass. So,
Any form of cornbread
right there, chicken.
Nigga, any form of cornbread, whether it's hot water cornbread, fried cornbread, in between cornbread, under the damn, stove cornbread, in between the stove. Any cornbread I fucking hate. I despise cornbread. It's disgusting.
Doesn't have, but that's the best cornbread is the one we call flapjacks that we cook on top of the stove. Not pancakes, now.
Hot water cornbred. Yeah, yes, good and terrible. Good and terrible.
Listen, I remember back in the day, my mom just get a plate of greens and cook them flapjacks on top of the stove, mix that meal and stuff. Boy, they can eat the greens and the cornbread by itself.
Ew. Ew. Huh? Hey, cornbread. I despise ham hocks and neck bones too. I hate ham hock, cornbread, neck bones.
Watch this.
All three combinations.
Watch this. Ricky, who the hell are you yelling at right now, bro? Who the hell are you yelling at? Watch your tones, son. WJ said, "Bud, the Spence out this whole time. Tell Spence to make the fight. Dr. Mundo." And Ricky,
thank you, WJ.
They always talk about Bud need to make the fight. Shit, tell Spence. Like somebody, I heard somebody earlier talk about tell Bud to sign a contract. Earlier, what contract? Y'all tell Bud to sign a contract, ain't no contract to sign. I'm gonna send to you.
Where delusional fish at? Ex delusional fish. She was trying to say, delusional fish was trying to say like Bud should fight One Eye Willie in Dallas. Where the fuck did he get that shit from? Where?
They want that advantage. Ricky, you've been yelling at folks.
Patrick, I have the biggest beef with goddamn cornbread. I fucking despise corn. I hate cornbread.
Hey, you know Patrick is a chef, right? Y'all know that, right? That's a chef right there. He went.
I love the chef. He and I talked about this nasty ass fucking. Ew. Miss T, when I come to visit you, girl, you make me some goddamn cornbread. I promise you're gonna be enemies for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I don't even eat cornbread. Like talk about it. I got off that narcotic. I ain't even eat
no, girl. It better not be no corn, nothing in your. I mean, unless it's like corn on the cob.
Hold on, now, girl. I do the corns on the cob.
Yes, I'm saying. Listen, corn on the cob or some damn fried corn.
I don't want no fried corn.
Who wants some fried corn? Where's you from?
Oh, down south.
Okay, you're not from down south. Who don't eat fried corn from down south, y'all? Raise your hand if you don't eat fried corn from down south. The only girl on here is you.
But that's it. I don't eat collard green, black eyed peas, butter beans, none of that shit.
Bye. Good night and goodbye. Good night and goodbye.
Look, black eyed peas I don't eat, but I don't know about the collard greens now, Macy. I eat that.
No, I don't eat no greens.
Lima beans, aka butter beans, sis. You don't eat them hoes?
When I was little.
I don't eat none of that.
With some turkey necks, turkey necks and some down lima beans. Stop the madness.
I don't know about the lima beans. I'd have gave that shit up too.
Miss Sis, stop the madness. Miss T, stop the madness.
Like speed,
what you want an alkaline diet or something?
Nah, Miss T. Well, you know what? In a sense, I do try to stay alkaline. Me and active activists really try to every day of our life. I do not try to be acidic because I know an acidic body is a sick body. So I do try to stay alkaline. And
But
And
where the
I
lima beans come
haven't,
in
with
against lima beans? Where's the
nothing
ads to come
against
against lima beans?
nothing against it, but I'm G6PD, so I don't eat a lot of beans, period.
Okay.
But I like beans, but I just, I can't consistently eat beans, certain types of beans. I told y'all, like, it's easy for me to get sick, but I don't have a thyroid gland, so I really got to go out of my way to watch certain things I eat, because it just makes,
Red beans and rice. Red beans is very good. Red beans is very good for you.
well, certain, like I said, certain type of beans, but I like all beans. I just don't consistently eat beans. Like, I like ice cream, but I don't eat it because I get sick. But every now and then, when I'm by myself and I got the toilet to myself, I will engage. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Will said, my body can't take that no more. Been back in the gym all week, not stopping this time. I feel you, King. He said,
I grew up Muslim, eating goddamn, what's that called? Bean pies and soda. Y'all, that I don't give a fuck nobody say. Bean pies and soda is amazing. Fuck you and fuck you and fuck you who disagree. That shit is amazing.
Yeah, she be like, fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
Yeah, that's funny. Well, my parents from the nation. It was from the nation, so I know about a bean pie. So.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is amazing, ain't it? Bean pie and bean soda is fucking amazing. Who
I ain't
disagree?
never had no bean soda. That sound.
No,
That
it's
sound
pretty
like
much tastes like
something.
a cream soda. It tastes like a cream soda. It literally tastes like a cream soda.
Okay.
Well, beans are amazing. It's amazing. It comes from the earth, so it is a good source of protein.
Hey,
and I advise everybody eat beans as much as you can.
I got a question for you real quick, Miss T.
What's up?
What do you think about Shakur Stevenson and his kind of like, I don't want to say newfound confidence, but just if you've seen some of the interviews recently building up to the Valdez fight, and what you think about that fight?
I think Shakur gonna get him. I think this is his opportunity to show what he got and how he can get down, because he makes a lot of fighters look mediocre. And who peeing? Who peeing? Who was that?
I don't know.
But I've only seen Valdez. The most I know about him is the cheating incident. I seen him fight that fight when he got caught cheating, and he didn't comport himself well. But I seen the fight with him and Burchell, and he did his damn thing on that fight. I don't know if he had extra help with the tea, but that motherfucker was amazing. So those are the only two fights I can go by. So what I will say is the dude can fight. But now Shakur does a lot of great things.
Potato chips.
Hold on. Making a lot of noise. Now he does do things that is amazing. He set traps. He's very strategic in there, but it's hard to glean because he makes everybody look ordinary. Now, if he makes Oscar Valdez look ordinary, then we know that Shakur just got the goods. This is the fight that, to me, that's going to show the world that this man really is the goods. Even if he don't win, because Oscar Valdez in that Burchell fight was amazing.
Yeah, that's the one where where he broke his jaw, right? He got hit in the jaw. His jaw got broken.
Yeah, I don't know if his jaw got broken. I didn't know that.
You talking about Burchell?
Burchell jaw? Are you talking about him?
I don't know if I know Burchell. Yeah.
Are you talking about Valdez? Valdez got I don't think he got his jaw broke against Roberson, but he got beat the fuck up by Roberson. That's when he was on the he got caught with the PEDs, honey.
The I can't even pronounce it. I ain't gonna even try.
It's Roberson. He came from Brazil, that black Brazilian dude that beat his ass in the Olympics. And then he beat his ass in real life, in the real fight again. And they gave that shit to fucking Valdez.
Yeah.
Miss T, can I disclose something here?
I think Valdez got a puncher's chance, but it's kind of like he's twice defeated to me, because when a lot of times I look at the energy when people was in the face-offs and interviews, and he didn't seem like he was 100% sure of himself.
Okay, I gotta interrupt y'all 1 second.
Go ahead, baby.
Somebody told me, one of my friends, let me know that somebody else is using Boxing Fans Talk TV on the Cash App. So tell the people, be sure to send it to that exact cash tag. So if you guys want to Cash App me, I'm going to show you what it is. Make sure you send it directly to this $ Boxing Fans Talk TV. No space between it. I don't know who else is using it, but if it seems similar and you think you're sending it to me, this is my actual Cash App. So be careful with that.
Miss T, hold on. I'm gonna show you my Cash App so you don't think it's me. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. So y'all just be careful out there with sending people Cash Apps. While we're waiting on Destiny, I'm gonna get some these chats. WJ said you gotta love them oxtails though, ain't it though?
Everybody want oxtails.
Destiny got beef with cornbread. Sir Ambo laughing. He said tea and Jiffy don't mix. We show down. The activist. And then Black Eyed Peas, baby.
Miss T, did you get it?
Yeah.
So you know it's not me. I want to send it to you so you know it's not me fucking around.
Yeah, no, he's saying that somebody else could have a.
Okay, but I want you to know it's not me pretending to be anybody else, because you know what? I always want to be upfront.
I say nobody's better being you.
I know nobody said that, but I always want to be upfront so nobody can, you know what I'm saying? Like Miss T know how I am. She's a air sign. She knows exactly what I mean.
I know what you mean too.
Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do. Like I feel like I'm guilty, but I'd much rather expose myself before somebody can say, "Hey, she did that shit." No, the fuck, I did not.
I think somebody out there might got a page that
copying you
YouTube that got Boxing Fans, but it might not be just like how mine is, but close enough. And you think you sending something to me, but you actually sending something to somebody else. Just be aware of who y'all send y'all cash to. And if y'all send me something, I'm always gonna thank you. Sometimes you guys send it to me right when I'm signing out, but that'd be one of the first things I do is thank you properly when I come back the next day. Ricky Williams say, I can't take dairy no more either. Exactly. Ricky, I'm right there with you.
You know what? It's that damn that dairy. Because you know what? If y'all notice, the reason why I know people think it's so funny when I say it, but if y'all, Miss T, she's a scientist. She actually has a degree in science. The reason why Asians don't grow so tall because they don't do milk. They don't do dairy. They don't do like you know, cow milk and dairy and all that shit. Miss T, am I lying?
It has a little bit, but it also has to do with your environment. So
it's like, it has a lot more to do with a little bit though.
It's all about you are what you eat. Period. Full stop.
Yeah.
But you also evolve to fit your environment, and a lot of people don't like
recessive genes too. It's recessive genes too, but Miss T, there's a reason why a whole region of people they don't grow to be jolly green giants.
Like everybody, I can tell you this, they did a study. So everybody on the Western Hemisphere, that's inclusive of us and some parts of Europe. You know, we are some of the tallest people, including Africa, in the world.
Well, and Africa, I mean, we are the alpha and omega of this bullshit here.
Girl.
You say that twice.
Can I please indulge? Can I please indulge what we talked about earlier? Y'all can channel in. Me and Miss T, because me and activists, we had talked about this before too. Mm-hmm. According to science, and Miss T has a degree in science, and she could not deny it.
I got to correct.
No, Miss T, you cannot deny the alibi.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to correct you. I have a history degree and a politics science degree. I do have a science degree, but that's not my biggest degree. My biggest degree.
But you have no. So you have a science degree.
I did my years in the Navy. I was in the science field. So okay.
Thank you. So she has a science again. So why she trying to lie, deny that? Y'all hear her? Y'all see she trying to lie, deny the alibi. But according to science, not even black scientists, white scientists, the only real humans, when I say humans, I'm talking about HUMANS or human are black folks. Humanoids are Neanderthals. They are a variation of humans. They're not real humans.
You getting real deep, Dr. Umar.
I mean, I'm not being real deep. This is not even come from, I don't even fucking follow Dr. Umar because he's too much of a sexist for me. Miss T will tell you, I don't do sexism. Miss T will tell you that. I don't do that shit.
Now, what was my opinion though, Destiny, on what you
No,
just said?
she pretty much kind of agreed, but she tried to say, she always, well, they still, black people was here first. No, we were. 200,000. We've been here 200,000 years. Neanderthals been here 40,000 years. According, not even to like, this not science that black folks came up with. This is science their own people came up with. From the Caucasoid Mountains, aka Caucasoid Caves. That's why they're called Caucasians.
What I say
That's why
is
they're called Caucasians.
all people come from black people. All people.
Miss T, there's a difference between a human and a humanoid. Let's talk about diseases. Let's talk about genetic diseases. Then let's talk about, for example, autism. Let's talk about motherfuckers born with tails. You don't see that in Africa. You don't see no motherfucker born in Africa with fucking tails. It was never no people born in Africa with no goddamn autism. That's some new shit. You know why that happened? Neanderthals was inbred. They had a whole lot of, sex. They were very murderous. They were very rapey. They were very territorial. This is according to this is the history they tell us. It's not a history that black folks put out here. If I'm lying, I'm motherfucking flying. If anybody can disagree with me, please show me something that I'm lying, I'm flying.
I'm gonna say
this is what you have a degree in science. Why you be trying to say history? Miss T, you have a degree in science and history. So Miss T be trying to say that shit because you know what? She loves everybody. No, she really do love everybody. No, I don't mean to say that like in an offensive way. She really is that lady who's really like, she take you, come as you are kind of lady. And I really do love that because I really wish, girl, I wish deep down inside I can have that. But I can't. I just cannot have that. But I respect that about you.
I appreciate it. Let me give you a little taste of that go-go, that home cooking go-go.
Girl, bye.
Hold on. I gotta hate the cash out. Thank you, WJ, for that cash out. When I what? When I see you, right? When I see you, I'm gonna show my appreciation. Say, girl.
But who that is?
That ain't even go-go though.
That's go-go. That's the thing.
Go-go is way a little bit more upbeat than that. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. That's how go-go sounds too. But go-go has like a little bit. It sounds like a little bit like that, but with like a New Orleans beat.
It's traditional go-go, and like go-go comes out of DC. We claiming that. We claiming that. That's our set. Virginia, Maryland, DC. Ain't nobody. I'm beating my chest for some reason. That's our joint. That's our joint. But now what we like to do is when we hear a song, we like to go-go-lize it. But thank you, WJ, for that cash app of $5. But just to button up what she's saying, in today's time, what people need to know, you are what you eat. And depending on your environment, you will evolve to fit the environment you're in. Period. So if you live in a toxic environment, you're gonna be toxic.
Miss T. But you know what? They laughed at me when I said the reason why
you broke up.
Lady T, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna get the shower and stuff in and get my house settled down. I catch y'all on the downfield later, baby.
All right, Maceo. Thank you for joining.
Bye, Maceo. Bye, Alabama.
Gorgeous. And Alabama, Georgia bread, baby. Georgia bread. I'm up the street. I'm up the street from Lady T, baby.
Yeah, up the street. I made a mistake. Girl. I said Alabama, but Alabama next to Georgia, so
Yeah. All right.
But all right, Maceo, thanks. So Lightspeed, what you got to say? She dropped out, but she gonna drop back in. What you got to say about what she was saying?
About that. Oh, that was deep. I wasn't even. I was trying to deflect to you and say, I'm like, do you disagree? Because I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, we are all people, man. We are all.
Yeah.
And you know,
no,
just,
she not talking out the side of her neck though.
She not at all. But we gotta live in today's time. I mean, we do understand the past, and the past do dictate our future, because you gotta know where you came from, so you know where you're going, so you don't make the same mistakes, and you learn from the mistakes that you made. When you know better, you do better, right? But
yeah, and with us, I mean, us as a people, we gotta deal with us. So the only thing I will say, because I was just really trying to stay away from the race card altogether, and it's not because I don't stand for it, but I just usually, you know what I mean, like kind of like one of those I don't talk politics at the dinner table type of thing.
Yeah, I had to get out of politics.
Oh, right, that's right. I thought you just said you went to school for it.
Yeah, I had to stop getting into it, because me and Active Actors, well, we be kicking the ballistic when it comes to politics. He could tell you I used to live, sleep, breathe that shit, but I had to let it go a little bit, because you get into, I don't want to get into arguments and not be, able to be social and break bread with folks.
Yeah. It'll take you over.
Yeah.
If you let it.
Hey y'all, you know what? I feel like, kind of the internet listens to you. You tell white folks the truth, they'll shut your ass off. This is like the third time I was shut off, or second time. The fuck?
I don't know who's doing that. That's your phone, girl.
No, it's AT&T. It just says try again.
You said
the wrong thing. Try again. I have to shut my phone off and restart it.
You said the wrong keyword. You said Caucasian. You said Neanderthal. You went down the whole.
So listen, them people, them good folks.
Right.
You know what? That's why I love Miss T. Me and Miss T disagree about politics too, because she know I don't like no damn Jim Crow Joe. She know I wanted to feel the burn. I'm all about progressive. I'm a tree hugger. I'm an animal lover. I'm all that. And Jim Crow Joe.
That's funny. She said Jim Crow, but that's funny. You a tree hugger. You're an animal lover. So am I. But
you should be progressive.
Bernie. No.
Goodbye, sis. Now you know good and goddamn well. Jim Crow Joe don't support none of the shit that Bernie Sanders. I'm into free education. I'm into all that good shit. Jim Crow Joe don't support that.
You can't say that.
Oh, I can, and we found it. We found it. Jim Crow Joe wasn't even pro-gay marriage.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Being a history major, the problem a lot of us are making today is we're judging contemporary times against the past, and you're gonna always make that problem.
I agree with that.
You're always gonna have that problem, because you expect a person to act in the past based on how things are today. That don't even make sense.
But Miss T, you know where he lost me at? When he told black folks, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. That spoke volumes to me.
But
that spoke volumes. No, Miss T, he should. You know what? Bernie Sanders never said no ignorant shit like that. Bernie Sanders never voted for.
Bernie Sanders made himself look more of an activist than Hillary Clinton, and they shouldn't have never been competing. And he cost the fucking election in the first place with his arrogant ass. He should
have always been the front runner, because you know what? More people voted for him. I mean, if we would have had real elections besides these damn dumbass college electoral elections, Bernie Sanders surpassed her and goddamn Jim Crow Joe.
But here's the thing. Here we are in between elections, and nobody busts a grape to change these electoral colleges. if somebody want to do something,
They're
they gotta
not.
get up and do something, or you gotta go with what the flow is.
Miss
That's
T,
not like that wasn't made up for them. That's been around since George
Miss
Washington.
T, you have these, brainwashed black folks. You have a lot of, no offense to my fellow black brothers, but according to facts, what we have on paper, what we can actually, present on paper, when it comes down to voting, more black men vote Republican versus black women. 14% of black men vote Republican versus 6% of black women who vote Republican. We're talking about Hispanics, it's something like 20%. I mean, it's pretty much even between the men and women. We're going to talk about Asians, pretty much even when it comes down to voting for Republican. White people, we already know where they're going to go because you know what? They feel like Republicans represent them more. Although they want to tell you black women have more abortions, they only count abortions that is funded by the U.S. government. They cannot account for private abortions. Why do you think Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Mississippi cracked down so hard? They would never give a fuck about a black life. They show y'all they don't give a fuck about a black life. Black lives do not matter.
Let me tell you the abortion problem, in my opinion.
Miss T, it's
Hold
more
on,
about.
hold on. Listen. When I was a kid, I distinctively remember that the population was 80% white, 20% everybody else. The population is now probably roughly 60% or a little bit less than that white, and the rest is everybody else. The Latinos have out surpassed the blacks because we used to be 12% of that 20%.
That's not even true.
But now, yeah, they are. They're 18.
Yeah, no, it is.
They're
That
18% now. So
That's not true.
when I was a kid, that we were at 12%. We had of all the minorities. Yeah, that's true.
They said first it was 13%, Miss T. First it was 13%, but you know what the problem is? Black folks, we don't do that survey thingy, according to them.
But
Well,
it don't matter. You have to go by the numbers. Go ahead, Lightspeed.
Well, no, I was gonna say just because they don't either, and then it's just a lot of like it's just a lot of migration that's been happening over the years, and then people having families. A lot of people that are undocumented.
Okay, so how many of them are Black Hispanics? How many of them are Black Afro Arabs? How many of them are Haitians, Africans that come over here illegally? Even Afro Asians.
Well,
they don't count. They won't put them as Afro Asian. They won't put them as Afro Latino. They won't put them as Afro. They won't put them as Afro anything. They refuse to do that. They will list them as white. Go ahead, Miss T.
A lot of people who migrate to this country, like back in the past and like in the early 20th century, they get to pick what set they want to claim. But us indigenous here, we don't get to do that. So this is how those numbers was inflated to one side favoring another side. But I'm telling you, when I was a kid, of the 20% minorities, Black people held 12%. We are not the majority no more in the minority. Nowadays, we still hold roughly about the same amount, and Latinos hold 18% of whatever's left. And white people numbers are dwindling, and it has really nothing. You can make an argument and say because of the abortions that white women get, or the abortion, they act like they care about everybody getting an abortion. They really don't. What they care about is their numbers dwindling, because when their numbers dwindle, they lose power. And real talk, nothing against white people when I say this, they always have a fear of the unknown, and they destroy what they don't know. Not all white people, just in general across the board. And this is why things be happening, because they don't. They fear like maybe a white person can look at me and say, you gonna come at me like we came at you. But what they need to know, I don't have a desire to come at you like you came at me. If I lived back then or whatever happened back then, I don't have no desire in my heart to do to you what you did to my ancestors, or do to you what you're doing now. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I believe you respect everybody. You show everybody respect. You treat people how you want to be treated. And if they want to treat you and act like a donkey, then you give them back. If you give me your ass to kiss, I just simply give it back to you. Simple as that.
Miss T,
Yeah.
let's talk. You're talking about numbers, right? You're talking about what they're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a strategic market, right? If you notice, every time you see a commercial, for the most part, right now, even movies, it's a black woman with a white man. Black women are 90 something percent less likely to date outside of our race. As we know, as science goes, Miss T, you have a science degree. I know you hate to admit it, but you do. You have a history and a science degree. According to science, the black woman was here first. We have the Eve gene, aka the Eve gene, which means we can have semen. We can actually procreate our own, through our marrow, our bone marrow. They found semen or maybe not semen, but they found like genes that we could be able to procreate men through our bone marrow. Babies, not men, but babies. We can actually like self procreate, kind of like frogs. How they could change like genders. It's kind of like the same thing with black women. But according to science, like you named it earlier, they are dying. According to world, not America, but through the world, they are not procreating as much as they are dying. In America, they are dying. It's more white folks dying than they are having babies.
It's
And there's a reason. No, Miss T, hold on, let me finish. It's the reason why they keep promoting this whole biracial thing. Look what they did in South Africa. They have a whole thing they have called color people.
mm-hmm.
And if nobody ever follows Trevor Noah, he talks about it. Trevor Noah from like the Comedy Central, he talks about it. They have like a whole section of color people. Color people means niggas that look like me. Niggas that look like me. Who's a black person, just light skinned. But they try to make us our own race. They're trying to duplicate that right here in America. And Miss T, that's one of the main reasons why I really have a problem with what's going on with Black America today, especially with light-skinned Black folks. And a lot of niggas don't really realize they're not even light-skinned. No,
You circled
go
back
ahead,
to
like,
that light skin, didn't you?
huh?
I said you circled back to that light skin, didn't you?
No, but it's true though. I'm not trying to be funny though. If you notice that though, they always, when you see like when they show a Black woman, they don't show nobody look like Miss T. They show Black women look like me. When
All
they
right,
show
so
Black women,
I got a comment.
go ahead, baby.
And then I think, I don't know, in a little while I think B Mac is probably gonna be hopping on. I'll probably be listening to that. But so initially I called about Valdez and Spence.
Yeah, I know.
But we had talked about everything else, and I'm gonna blame that on you, Destiny. But it's good and it's okay. It really is okay because it's because I know
that shit on me, like yeah.
Hold on, Destiny. Let him have the flow.
Oh yeah, no. It's good, but I'll bring it back to what I could talk about, which is only me. So like,
Okay.
I spent so many years of my life going so hard with like kind of trying to be about the culture and doing that to the point where I was being called extreme and all these other things. And then I don't know, at some point I kind of like fell back with a lot of the activism and being so mad because what I really narrow it down to now, and this is all will all like make sense full circle, is really about what I do. Like, even sometimes giving other folks energy
Mm-hmm.
is just it's beside the point. Like, I don't. So nowadays it's like, that's why everything you said spot on. Even the stuff you said, like I did my homework too. So you talking about Neanderthals and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But a lot of time, I might talk to my daughter and mention some stuff like that. But most of the time, I don't really get all political and into necessarily race debates.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. Only because my stance is this: Black folks we definitely have to realize no one is gonna help us. Like no, like even if they want to, and even if maybe white folks ain't bad and other folks ain't bad, like nobody is realistically gonna help us out our situation and with our condition. And we really have to wake up and keep waking up. Some of us are, and start supporting us and supporting ourselves more. Like, and I'm gonna make point in case just to bring it back to like sports and all those things. We are the lifeblood of half of these leagues, and all of us at this point, we're all hip enough to know it makes no sense that you can be running the show and you can be the president, but you can't own nothing. You mean you could be a star player, you could be literally the lifeblood. If they pulled your people out right now, wouldn't even have a league. You know what I mean? Like it would be a collapse of all leagues.
Like,
Only thing still be standing is like hockey, and even baseball will fall apart. Like, so at the end of the day, it's about us really like, I mean, what else do we need to see? Like, it's 2022, and we've been through beyond, on top of slavery, all the fuckery that's going on in the world right now, and people still can't act like they can't understand our situation. Like we don't want the same thing for our babies that they want for their babies. Like
let me ask you a
know.
question. Like, let me ask you one question. Who discovered Hidden Valley Ranch? Who created Hidden Valley Ranch? You know the
Educate me,
dressing?
because I don't know what Hidden Valley Ranch
A
is.
black man from motherfucking Alaska. A multi-billion industry. Hidden Valley Ranch is a multi-billion industry. Y'all can look it up. It was a black man from Alaska.
Yeah.
And you know what? They would never tell us that though. And you know the thing is,
we don't
educate our kids. We don't educate our children.
The thing is, here's the thing: when you do a lot of misdirected anger, you're never gonna solve no problem. So I feel what you're saying, because when you pointing the finger over here and there, and you misdirecting your anger, instead of taking that anger and channeling into some positive energy and making it better. Like you said, I don't wait on anybody to make my life better, because you know what, if I did, I grew up in a time where I was taught as a young lady, let the man lead. I know Ricky like, oh, you was taught right, but let the man lead, let him do whatever. Okay, I'm not waiting on him so I can get the car I want or the house I want. And that's not me putting down a man, but I got a name, I'm a citizen, I'm a whole human being. If I want me a car, house, whatever, or a lifestyle for my children, I'm going to go get it. Now, if I got a dude with me for the ride and he's helping along, then we're both doing it, we both respecting each other, then kudos. If I got to do it by myself, I'm going to do it by myself. So I don't even, like you said, you get to a point where you just like, I can't be going through all this bullshit. I want a regular life while I'm here on earth. I can, I ain't trying to live an arduous lifestyle while I'm here on earth, for the next person, unless it means something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going through all this bullshit.
Well, that's why I just at some point you just get like, I mean, for me, I just get sucker free. Like I just can't deal with suckers. I can't deal with small mindedness and all the small thinking and everything else. And I just narrow my scope to people. Like I can't save nobody, and I wish I could. You know what I mean? But I just focus on those small folks that I see. They get it for themselves and they try to do something. So literally, that's why. So for instance, I listen to your show. I listen to BMAC. I listen to E3. I started listening to Bold and Coach K.
Yeah.
Literally, that happened in the last probably 4 months.
Like, can I ask you a question?
Because prior to that, because I just listened to boxing shows, period, I was listening to a lot of other shows. And like I said, when the noise got to be too much, when I saw all these other small shows following the same narrative as the ESPNs or whatever mainstream or the promoters and everything else, for me, it was like, all right, I could shame them to the devil, but what I'd rather do is support boxing fans talk, is support Mac Mob, is support, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what I do. And that's how I keep
your sanity.
Real talk. Yeah.
I love that love. I love that love. That is so like honestly, that's that light what you're talking about. That's that light energy. That's that light wave that you're talking about. The only
My
one question I have to
company is
ask
named
you.
Lightspeed, so you can say that again.
Yeah, I love that light speed. Honestly, that's energy. That's the energy wave that you're giving out. And that's beautiful, honestly. Like seriously, Miss T tell you like I'm not with the shits. She'll tell you like I am extremely pro-black, and I'm extremely to the left with pro-black. Miss T would say I'm extremely to the left with pro-black. The only question I have to ask you is,
you following Brother Polite?
The reason why I feel like is a disconnect between black men and black women because we have a problem with gender roles. What was Nefertiti called? Cleopatra called? Queen. I mean, Isis called before Europeans told us what they should have been called. Were they called queens? Were they called pharaohs? That's what I'm asking.
You know that they was called pharaohs.
No, let him answer. Were they called queens? Were they called pharaohs?
Oh wait, don't test me. Pharaoh is not an Egyptian word. Pharaohs is what the Egyptians called the invaders that ruled from the outside.
No.
We have kings in Africa.
No. We never had a king and a queen role. No, we never had a king. We never had thrones. We never had thrones where somebody sat higher than somebody else. No, we did not. So I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna test you.
I know what you're saying, but
so
there was a period.
Was there a distinction?
Now, why are you? First off,
let me ask you a question. Was there? You know, we can argue all day about pharaohs, and kings, and queens, but was there a distinction? Did anybody have a bigger crown or a smaller crown? Did anybody have a bigger throne or a smaller throne in Africa?
Oh wow, yeah, you probably know better than me. I'm not gonna be able to state that correctly. I mean, I know
they didn't.
I know, huh?
They didn't.
But this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say to this y'all, and I know we getting off on the depth.
Yeah.
Kind of wrap it up a little bit.
Go ahead, baby.
So I would say this. You know, y'all have to open your eyes and see what's really going on. You can't always listen to people that tell you don't do this or don't do that because they have an agenda. They saying it because they're pissed off and they want you to follow them. You got to have your own mind and you got to live in reality. So like even with right now, we have gas prices high. Everybody wants to point the finger at Joe Biden. Joe Biden is old school. He's going to take ownership of it because that's what a leader does. But this shit started because of a tariff war that Trump started back in 2019, 2018. And he was warned that this was going to happen. And this is why y'all sitting around here paying through the nose, but gas prices.
Miss T, that's not even that. That's not even it.
Hold on.
Go ahead, baby.
And people, if you ask the average American what kind of government you live in, they couldn't even tell you. But they are the main ones that's speaking on shit and telling you what to be mad at. And I find that atrocious. And the last point I'm gonna make this point and to point out like the numbers dwindling because that is the problem. White people numbers are dwindling, and that means to them that they don't have a strong hold on. And I'm just gonna talk about our country, but it is worldwide. But I'm gonna talk about our country. That means they don't have the stronghold that they once did. Y'all remember, a lot of black people can attest to this. You go to the doctor, you be in some serious pain. Okay, you go get, let's say, like I'm gonna say a hysterectomy where they cut you from hip to hip. Anybody who's been cut in the stomach, you know what kind of shit you're going through with that. That you don't even realize how much you use your stomach muscle. You be in pain. They give you 3 days worth of pain medicine when you black. This has been proven. But they shell out these pain medicines to all these white people. And what they meant for bad, because they basically was like, fuck y'all black people, we don't care about y'all pain. but we're gonna give these white folks the pain meds and all that. And what they wind up inadvertently doing is making junkies out of them. And this is one of the reasons too why they are not having kids. They're strung out, they're dying young because you done made them junkies on opioids. So you thought you was hurting Black people, but you actually did us a favor. So this is another reason why we got to be on the abortion kick, and it's so bad. Y'all did it to yourself. What y'all mean for bad, God will turn to good. I know you don't believe in God, Destiny, but that's just how I talk, y'all. If for those of you who don't believe in God, that's just how I talk. Your higher power or whoever. But what they meant for bad, God turned to good. And so sometimes we got to take our blessings. That was a blessing that we didn't catch that fate. You know what I'm saying? But these are the reasons why they're mad at abortion. They don't give a fuck. Them same people that tell you to put the Supreme Court justice on so they can vote out abortions. Don't y'all know that abortion is going to go on anyway? Because them same people that say that shit will tell a white girl in a minute, bitch, go get rid of that baby. I can't bring that baby home to my wife and kids. They the same people that say it. But then they get on TV and say, oh, we against it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all smoke and mirrors. Learn the government you live in.
Let's see. They anti-gay too, though. But mind you, most Republicans get called sleeping with men.
Yes.
But they be anti-gay too. One nigga said like, no, I was using like I had to like spread my legs out so far to pee. While he was in like a gay bathroom. But he was beating against the damn thing. That was like a signal. But he was trying to make pee. Nigga, who spread their legs out? Like all like I'm sorry, like Black men have been known to be like, a little bit more endowed. Light speed. Did you ever spread your legs almost doing
snap. Wait, we going to the moon and stars. Hold up.
I know.
No, this is Republicans though. That's how they operate.
She just saying like they saying one thing, and they saying be against this, but they actually live in that. So yeah, they do that because all it is Lyndon B. Johnson said it best. Some of y'all might not like him. He was a good president out of the big Texas. Okay, he's saying basically, and I'm gonna paraphrase, I'm gonna put my motherfucking stank on it. Hey, if you can convince the lowest white man that he's better than the highest Black man or whoever, fill in the blank, then they won't notice when you pick in their pockets too.
That wasn't Franklin though. That was supposed to be Willie Lynch, sis.
No, that was Lyndon B. Johnson. Trust me.
Okay, but that supposed to came from the Willie Lynch speech.
Well, no, that's what he's saying about politics. Willie Lynch was
slavery. All right, so y'all done opened up a conversation for another day. That's definitely something to be built on.
But we'll let it go.
No, because I know I see people doing their homework. So that's that's good.
That's why I don't be mad and upset. Listen, we all here gotta open your mind, pick up a book. I will always tell everybody, follow the money. You'll get every answer that you need. Some people are very conceited and they want to be the alpha and they want to be the top dog and they just can't handle it when they're not. And some people okay with being a follower today, a leader tomorrow or whatever, because when you come in your home and you open that door, that is your queendom. That is your kingdom. And you can you rule it as you survey it. You know what I'm saying? And when you step out into the world, you're a part of something. You're not necessarily running shit.
See, that's your empire. Fuck the kingdom and the queendom. Because again, Africa, we didn't have a distinction. We did not have a distinction between kings and motherfucking queens.
I was born in the 70s.
Cleopatra had the goddamn same crown. She had the same throne as King Tut, or so-called Pharaoh King Tut, actually. Mm-hmm. Pharaoh Isis. Isis was actually made up. Pharaoh Nefertiti. Yeah, all of them had the same. There was never no distinction. We
But
didn't
you know
start
what?
doing this until we started like fucking around with the Europeans. Then it was like, oh yeah, woman. Because you know what? Makeup was made for men. High heels was made for men. Wigs was made for men.
And pink was a male's color until
Yeah,
the 20th century.
initially.
So in the end of the day, I was born in the 70s. So when in Rome, we're gonna do as Romans. But let me get some of these chats. Active says signal bad and main, but he said we true political pundits. Yes, we are. And me and that dude, yes, we are. We have 14% now. Surprisingly, talking about the population for Black people. I didn't
In
get that.
America.
Okay, I got you, King. WJ said Democrats and Republicans are two wings of the same screwed up bird. I hear you, King. Sir Ample said, how do one not believe in God while walking on a floating rock? Sir Ample, pink was a masculine color for Persians. Pink was the preferred color for boys up into the 20th century. Full stop, period. Everywhere.
Pink was never a preferred. Blue and purple.
Blue was girls.
Purple meant royalty. Blue meant like I forgot what it was called. It was kind of like the same thing,
It
like
was
wealth.
a girl. Blue was a girl color. Up
No,
until
it wasn't. It meant blue was not a girl's color. It meant something about wealth.
yes, it
But
was
I don't remember pink. They only made pink for girls like later on, like later in the 19th century.
the
But
20th.
pink was never like, you know what? But colors in Africa, especially in Africa, I don't understand why Black folks get off into colors. Why we make a distinction between colors, because colors grow in abundance in Africa versus Europe. Europe is very stale. Miss T, you been there. They had to implant.
She said,
No, they did. They did. Such as oregano. Only thing that actually grew out of, Europe was like potatoes and goddamn dill.
and actually, they got potatoes from the Western Hemisphere.
So there you go.
Look, the era of
y'all killing me.
Yo, I
Y'all
love
killing me
history.
because it's
She know
good,
I
but
love
y'all.
history, and she know I'm extremely pro-Black. Yeah, I'm extremely pro-Black. I'm in the light skin. I'm in the light skin, the most motherfucker on here. If y'all offended by that, for me, wanted to promote more awareness about being Blackness.
No. Nobody's offended. Everybody's opinion here is
I'm
accepted
offended.
and respected.
I'm offended.
Shut your light skin ass up.
I'm highly offended.
Look, y'all know.
Because I thought I was coming to talk about Valdez and Spence and Crawford.
You know what? Tomorrow, Miss T, you better have a live
You got
fucking
me
show
over
tomorrow.
here. You got me over here offending my white friends.
Hey,
No,
Lightspeed. Normally Fridays used to be my grown woman talk, and we get into talks like this. But my ladies have been working. They've been working 9 to 5.
Child, I was trying to be a hard worker, but I can't do the manual
But I
labor.
will say this: I respect, same thing. I respect, I'm getting older, so I'm trying to be about more than what I talk about.
Harmony.
So you know what I mean. If I don't like ESPN, if I don't like Stephen A. Smith, if I don't like all that, then I gotta support the people that are doing what I want to see at a small level. Because how else are they gonna get big enough? You know what I mean? Like how else you gonna have news? You know what I mean? Centers that support you and don't spin narratives and don't make all your fighters look like clowns and don't make, you know what I mean, and don't have people like Stephen A. Basically just half the time being a house nigga, being a house nigga, choosing which one of his brothers he either gonna decapitate or say or spare till later. You know what I mean?
He's truly a boxing fan.
I'm not really into him like talking about it because I just don't like all the extra shit. But in the
he's
end,
not even a boxing fan though. Sis, ask this nigga about like the mongoose.
And then so for y'all, maybe Miss T, y'all really got good boxing analysis. Actually, Destiny, you actually surprised me too, because at first I didn't know you really like kind of know your stuff. You clearly pay attention to boxing. I think that's important. Y'all should hold that down and maybe even get, what I mean, you got your other ladies that are doing the same thing.
Miss T is my sister. That's my sister.
Yeah, we sis.
That's my sister.
The other ladies, they don't be into boxing like talking about. We just talk about world events and world, just basic stuff. giving y'all guys a glimpse into how ladies talk when they get, when they get together, as if y'all don't
We
already.
don't see. We don't even want no glimpse of that. We just want boxing. We just want to
Y'all
talk
need to
about
have a
boxing.
glimpse. Like
We
speak.
Miss
Y'all
T,
need to.
you and I talk about
we
boxing all the time. And we're gonna disagree to agree when it comes down to Devin Haney. Now she know my top 3 fighters: Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and goddamn T-Bug Crawford. T-Bug Crawford, he's top tier. Then it's Devin and Shakur in no particular order between those two. I love because those ones were my like unofficial children.
See,
Miss
mine
T,
is
I love
Bud,
those.
Wilder, and Bud.
But
Captain
Wilder,
4G.
Wilder's up there too, though. But but he ain't boxing. I feel like he needs to retire at this point. Wilder did everything he needs to do. He proved, even with limited skills, he proved what he needs to prove.
See, but
I
that's
don't
what
care
I
what
mean
nobody
by
say about
controlling your
Wilder.
own narrative. In another world, somebody with an amazing story like his wouldn't have got buried. Even if he lost those fights, it would have been clear. It wouldn't have been a one-sided story where you got the news painting Fury's, passed out like it's so great, and he's come through so much, and he's been so determined because he came back from his alcoholism and his drug and all that stuff. But a man who had a daughter who he was working for that had spinal bifida or whatever it is,
Started fighting at
and
21 too.
went and fought and did something that nobody can do. You can't just walk off the street at that age.
Olympics.
Yeah, and
Say
so that's what I'm saying.
21.
That's why
You
that's
got to
just the
mention
whole
the
thing.
age.
It's not
21.
even it's not personal. It's not racist. It's not anything. It's just when it comes to us, nobody is coming to save us.
True. Let me get some of these chats out right quick.
Go ahead, baby girl.
Captain 4G, salute to you, King. Thank you for coming up in the building. Look, you got to go back and watch the replay. Watch the beginning. I saw all your videos, and I was talking about them. I delved in a little deep. I probably got a little geeky for some folks, but that's how Miss T get down sometimes. D-Ray, what is that emoji? Oh, fish hanging out. Bold and understanding is in the building. Was Papa King salute Queen D. And Sir Ampo said Wilder could smash the division right now. Andrew Charles said a lot of boxing ladies get bullied on YouTube. Miss T and Destiny can, I guess,
Hold
their own. Yeah. We try to, because I don't like Destiny the firecracker. I don't get overly excited.
Yeah. Nah, you good. As long as you
on.
don't talk about people being light skinned, you good. Yeah.
She be on that one. She be on one on that one.
Miss T know why I feel like that behind the scenes. She know why I feel like that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Don't let her fool y'all. Miss T, that's my sis for real, y'all. It's we be cracking jokes on screen, but behind the scenes, she know why I feel like that. Miss T, do you not?
I do.
I mean, it's not like you invented that. People in the hood always say that, oh, why you acting light skinned? But that's just it's like one of those real things, but it's one of our things we got to deal with it. We black folks, we joke a lot, we make light of it. But
No, but who's better? You know what? If it came from Miss T, the saying like, "Oh, light skin shit," how many people would like be turned on by that?
Not. I don't think it's that. But better yet, the question could be: if I came on and was saying stuff about dark skinned people, y'all would be like, Miss T, no, you would automatically think I was self deprecating. But when light skinned people say it, you don't see it like that. Or most people won't see it like that. And I tell Destiny that all the time.
She do.
What I be saying is, really, y'all should be talking about herself, or she be putting her. You can make the argument, Destiny, don't put yourself there. Like Macy,
I know what you're saying.
or whatever. But a lot of people don't catch that because of how directly she talks, and she talks firmly. But I catch it, you know what I'm saying? I catch it. I was like, girl, just as if I was to come on and just say down in black folks or dark skinned people, y'all gonna like, Miss T must think low of herself. That's what you would say.
But Miss T, it's different. That's light skin privilege. Again, that's light skin privilege. Because they would totally treat you different than what I say. Most motherfuckers think it's funny when I say this shit. I say it to be funny because I can. But you can't say that shit to be funny though, Miss T. You really cannot. You can, but it's gonna come across completely offensive.
It's gonna come across that I obviously have low self-esteem.
Or you're colorist.
Yeah, but they not seeing that you
I'm
kind
a
of
colorist.
you're
I'm
you're
still a
you're
colorist. Yeah, they don't see it
you're
that I'm a colorist.
self-deprecating. You're self-deprecating, and I caught
But
that.
see, I'm really not self-deprecating because I really don't have a dating. I don't have no problem dating a light skinned man. Honestly, to be honest, you will never catch a light skinned nigga in my bed as of yet. But I don't have no problem dating a light skinned black man. But my whole issue is I don't. I want light skinned black folks to realize we are black. I don't give a damn how bright my skin is, how dark my skin is. I'm gonna be black regardless. I'm black across the motherfucking board. My hair is my hair is weird. Yes, it is. I don't have like the most biggest lips. I don't have the most pronounced nose. But Miss T saw my mother. Miss T, did you not see my mother? Did you
Yeah.
not say I look just like her?
Mhm.
Miss T, what does she look like? How many shades of blackness was she lighter than you?
She's
A
close.
half.
She's
A
close.
half.
She's closer to my color than yours.
Thank you. Miss T, did we not look alike? Do you think I was lying about who you see I sent you pictures of my brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
yeah, yeah. I seen them. Yes, yes. I know what you're saying, and I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying,
But
and I
Miss T, not you. You know, you understand what I'm saying. Light speed, understand what I'm saying. I'm not, it's not for y'all. When I say these things, it's not for y'all black folks. It's certain other black folks trying to reach. I say these things, I am being funny though, honestly, because light skin is kind of funny because it is a stigma to us, and we really do have some things going on with us. It is. It surely is. And it's kind of weird. And I hate, that it's like the stigma actually precedes us. But it is what it is.
see
But
Sir
I'm not one of
Ambrose
those
said,
people.
"My mom destiny is complexion." Hey y'all, next week Friday we're gonna talk about middle child syndrome. How about that?
Oh
And Miss
wait,
T, I had that for a
so
minute
wait,
too.
y'all, wait, you really do that? That's so it's not.
I do on Fridays, but
Miss
like
T
my
Oh, all
thing
talks
right,
about everything light speed. She'll talk about
all right.
from
Well,
her cancer to like, male and women. Miss T is she's so diverse. She's so dope. And I love the fact she's so dope. Cause she's not like, I'm really tunnel vision. I don't, if it's not black, it ain't right to me. This lady, she loves it all. I'm really have tunnel vision. And she's really opened up in my mind, like, like a
oh,
centimeter.
oh,
She opened up
a
my mind a
slither,
centimeter.
a slither. I done rubbed off a little, just a little, but that's progress. Hey, y'all, what y'all saying? Exercising in sports, a game is a game, right?
I hate you, bitch.
A
right.
game
Let me
is
be the
a game.
before, and then I actually I gotta run in a minute. But now let me be the devil's advocate again, just because earlier when I got on, the stuff you was talking about was um before I called
Don't
in,
even
actually, you was talking about hormones and
Yes.
what Victor Conti and all
Hmm.
that stuff and SNAC and all that.
Yeah.
So I'll send you if I could probably leave it in the I'll leave it in the comments. I'll send you a if you even care to hit to watch it. It's like I think like a 20-minute. It's a 20-minute documentary that basically talks about Victor Conti.
Yeah, but I know about him. I know about his past. And what I was saying is, I don't advocate snack. I don't not advocate it. I don't have no personal feeling either way from it. I know that the narrative was brewing in the backgrounds about the fact that, oh, Bud, you doing snack now. But I just say, if we're gonna be mad at that, then we're gonna be mad at Devin, and we're gonna be mad at Andrade, and we're gonna be mad at Caleb Plant. I can't do that. I don't one side thing. If I'm mad at something, I don't straddle the fence. I try not to. Anyway, I'm only human. I'm and stuff like that. But
Miss
I was
T.
just saying, from a medical standpoint, you guys don't want to get involved with that type shit, because like I said, when I'm talking about the thyroid gland and just how the body function from that aspect, from hormones and shit, Miss T is not a novice. Miss T is an expert. I've been living this shit for 25 years. I've had to go through the trenches. Miss T had her thyroid completely removed because I had cancer at the age of 24. So I'm telling you guys, I know what I'm talking about. I know people like
Mhm.
me Just like you
Mhm.
can look at a Down syndrome kid and you
Mhm.
can tell, well, I don't care what race they are, like who has Down syndrome or new premature babies, they got a certain look too. Guess what? People with hormone problems got a certain look. I recognize it, but for me to stand up here and start pointing it out to you guys, first of all, half of you ain't gonna believe me. Second of all, some of you guys gonna think I'm creating a narrative. And third of all, you ain't gonna like it because I'm gonna point out some of y'all favorite fighters. I'm not saying I can tell that they're doing anything like taking meds or taking banned substance or whatever. But what I can tell you is I can see that they have certain hormone problems and it's telltale signs. And if you never lived that life and never studied that shit, you wouldn't know it when you see it. I do. I've lived that life. I've had to sit in support groups because they don't give you a book to how to deal with that shit when they take your fucking thyroid gland, which is your main hormone box. They don't tell you how to deal with that shit. It will fuck your life up and you don't want them kind of problems. So I know it when I see it. So I don't know about everybody else. Like Destiny said, Miss T, did you have the bug eyes? I never had that, but that's a sign. When y'all hear me get on here and my voice is real raspy, that's a sign. I didn't always have a raspy voice. That's a sign. So trust me,
Miss
when I
T,
tell you, Miss T, no.
you tell them like I ask you questions behind the scenes, and they don't know what to ask you about with the right.
Yeah. We was talking about it behind the scenes, but yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna even go that far because to say it, I don't want nobody to misconstrue nothing I'm saying. I don't want nobody to say, "Oh, she's saying this fighter is taking some." I can tell you, I can see where they about to have a problem, and then when fighters retire and you just look at them, I be like, "Oh yeah, this motherfucker was on some shit." I can tell because I know what doing that shit does to your body. I know.
Yeah.
And I'm a person who been on steroids of some kind for the last 25 years. Not the kind to make you all bulky like a man, because steroids get a black eye, but steroids is a very healing medicine and it saves people's lives, namely mine. So steroids ain't all bad. It ain't all bad, but I know I know what it looked like when you have to when you're fucking yourself up because you own that shit. Because there are side effects.
What she's saying is like prednisone and prednisolone is what you're talking about, y'all. Like that's like a medication that people won't recognize because prednisone is not carried by the DEA. Neither is prednisolone. You're not going to see that by the DEA. That's not a medication that's going to be carried by the DEA. Most motherfuckers just not going to look for that. I used to be pharmacy and federal pharmacy for the U.S. government because that's what I did in the Army. So prednisone and prednisolone is not going to be like, it's not going to be tracked by the DEA because it's considered anti-inflammatory, kind of like ibuprofen, but it has like the steroid part in it. It's ibuprofen is called an NDA. I mean, yeah, an NSAID, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drug. Whereas prednisone and prednisolone is called a steroid anti-inflammatory drug. It's not.
And it is self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks down swelling, and that's what happens to me, you guys. I have reactions. I can smell grass being cut, and my throat get to swelling up. And if your throat swell up, you can't breathe right. So what do? I go to the hospital. They give me an IV, and they pump that shit in me. And what do? I have side effects like people who got steroids. I have side effects. Trust and believe me, I don't like them. My New Year's resolution, if anybody was paying attention, I said I got to get off these steroids, but I can't because I have these conditions. You know what I'm saying? When you fuck up your system, you start a domino effect. When they took the organ, they started a domino effect, and I can't do nothing about it. But I do the best I can with what I got, and as long as I know what's going on with me, how the body functions. When you know better, you do better, right? So we over 2 hours. We almost up on 3 hours. So closing thoughts, light speed.
Yeah, no, it's just the same thing. I rock with y'all. I support, and it's really just about because you know I ain't stupid, so I support people that's doing real things. Just knowing that, you know what I mean. That's how we gonna build something better. So, yeah, that's my corny little last closing statements. But no, that's what it is. I support.
I certainly appreciate it, and don't be a stranger. Come through anytime. Miss Destiny Black, my sis, what you got on it? Closing thoughts.
Lightspeed, I love you to death. And to any of my fellow
That's a strong
white
word.
rights out, no, hold on.
Those are two strong words: love and the death.
You know what I'm saying? My fellow light skinned brother, to all my fellow black skinned people, period. But to the people that feels more offended by complexion tone, I come in peace. My only argument is we have to recognize light skin privilege and embrace the true people. Well, I won't even say true people because we are all one people, but our melanated brothers and sisters, the more melanated ones, and love them and stop alienating ourselves from them and stop distinguishing ourselves from them, because you know what, cops is not going to take it no easier on us as they taking it on them. As a matter of fact, if y'all look at the statistics, most of the black folks that been getting killed don't look like Miss T. They're a little bit more closer to our complexion, if y'all don't know, but now you know.
Because y'all be popping
We don't want to be South Africa. What they got going on in South Africa with that damn colored people thing they got going on. Mm-hmm. That's what they're trying to develop right here in America. If y'all don't know, look up colored people in South Africa and how that became about. It's not enough time to me to even explain that. Miss T don't even want to go into that. But we're going to talk about boxing. We're talking about Shakur Stevenson tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't do political.
Win?
I might listen in when y'all go in on those subjects, but I don't do political.
No, we're gonna talk about fighting tomorrow, Miss T. All day, every day.
I mean, tomorrow's Saturday. I ain't know.
It's the fight tomorrow.
Right.
Win.
Listen, I'll see y'all Monday. I come on Monday through Friday.
No, Miss T, you won't come on tomorrow, Miss T. No. Your money's gonna be on tomorrow because tomorrow is a live fight. So you want to go live?
No, girl. Look, I need a break.
Miss T,
job over here.
Miss T, the fight is tomorrow. You want to make money, right? You're doing this for you're doing this just for entertainment, or you're doing it for money?
I do it for, I don't mind making money, but listen, you know me, I'm retired. All my bills are paid. I'm good. But I'm just saying, I need a break. I need a break, and the weekend be my break. Now I do a Sunday show, but I do a wellness show, and I do have a lot of people that chime in, and I make recipes for them to help find the health in them. That's the name of pretty much the show, Finding the Health in You. Because I've been through what I've been through at such a young age, and I've had to live with it and learn all this stuff on my own. You know, I've learned a few things along the way, and I wish I knew them when I was young. So I like to share. And like I said, I do recipes. I put a whole routine together for you for a month for a small fee. And but I don't do a show every Sunday because I don't want to be in repeat mode, because like I help people with I'm just gonna tell y'all the list of things. I help people with medical issues. I don't negate anything that your doctor told you, but I know about, how the body functions and how it should work and what food helps for what, because I wound up inadvertently studying foods and its healing properties. So I put together recipes and this, that, and the other. I've helped people, men in general. The most clients I get from men is erectile dysfunction. I get that a lot. I ain't calling no names, but give me a week and I'll get you back hard again. But I help people with that, and I help mostly women, always weight loss. And so I help people with that. And but again, I specifically tailor make your recipe to you to help you address whatever issues that you have. All you gotta do is email me. Y'all see my email going across the screen, boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. And then you tell me what's good. I'll ask you a series of questions. I go and I research some food, to tell you like what kind of foods you should, what routine you should get on. And I haven't had a person yet come back and tell me it didn't work. And I'm telling you, I'm not even joking about some of the things I just said I help people with. And so I do it locally. I do it with people back home. And now I'm doing it online. So I'm just saying that's what Miss T do, because I'm not gonna go through all that I went through, gain all this knowledge and keep it to myself. The reason why I didn't know this shit, not that the knowledge won't out there, I couldn't connect the dots. And that's what they do on purpose. They throw all this knowledge out there. Most people can't connect the dots, and you still don't be the wiser. So I had to make myself be the wiser. I've had help. Active activist, he was in the trenches with me. We was plugging away, researching like a motherfucker, and we came up with some good answers. So, you know, you guys can reach out to me that way. But I will be back Monday to talk about how this advice
She'll
went.
be back tomorrow. I'm going to convince her to come back tomorrow because she needs to do a live show, Miss T. It's it's a fight night. It's a big fight night, Miss T. You want your show exposed? You got to do a fight night. You do. I'm sorry. Am I lying, Lightspeed?
Do a fight night?
She got to do a fight night, right? She got to come on tomorrow. It's a big fight. It's not even like a video.
It just depends. Is everybody and their mama gonna be on tomorrow?
Yes, everybody.
I don't have to set up.
In the boxing world, Miss T, yes, you do. You got to come on.
I don't have to set up right now for that, but I will invest in it.
What you don't do, you don't throw your screen. But what you do communicate with your fans. You communicate with them. You talk about the fight. That's what you got to do, sis.
Isn't it actually gonna be not to be like that, but I was on Mac Mob's show the other night or listening. Oh no, I think I was on this one. It might have been E3, but whatever it was, they was trying to have that debate with the IOTBA boxing or something.
You know it. I'm getting my popcorn ready. That's Destiny.
You have to. Spoken. Miss T, no, you have not spoken. No, ma'am. Big Fish, you have it. You have the momentum going. You definitely have to come on.
But I have to get set up because where my computer system and my whole studio set up is nowhere near my TV. So I don't even have a TV.
What you can do? You can watch like the preliminaries and then turn it off for the main fight. Or you can do you don't have to do preliminaries. You can do the main fight and just comment like what's going on in the fight to you. Some people's not going to be able to pull it up on they screen.
I can't.
Some people's not going to be able to pay for the fight. There's going to be levels to these things, Miss T. This is your opportunity to literally get your channel out there. It's tomorrow. Because you know what? It's kind of like, sometimes, cable right now is kind of like, what it was in the 30s and 40s and 50s. But people only had radios. Although they have a TV and they can actually see, you can actually go live. And the only thing they can do is see you and react and shit, like, see your reaction. People pay, YouTube stars.
Oh yeah, my daughter streams. She play them damn games. I'm surprised she ain't screaming right now. She be playing.
Yeah, people pay.
I know.
Them damn streamers or whatever, little people, them YouTube people. Like this one lady in Brazil is a multi-millionaire, and all she do is open up Disney toys and play with them. And I literally mean that's what this lady does. She open up like Disney toys, like Disney princess toys, and plays with them.
Well, she got to find something more interesting.
Well, that's what made her coins.
But you know what? Eventually, Destiny, it will get there. I don't have to set up right now because I can't react to shit.
You cannot.
No.
Doesn't business start small, Miss T? You have the occupancy.
Don't have the setup right now.
Yes, you do. You telling good lies and alibis to Miss T. You know damn well I know better. So stop telling good lies and alibis to your damn people.
Listen, girl,
now, just say you don't want to do the shit.
Girl, I'm gonna get to it. I've elevated every step of the way. Y'all
Okay,
see
just say you want to do the shit tomorrow, then. Don't be telling these people you ain't got the damn setup.
I don't have the setup. Not right now. Y'all have no idea how the studio is set up right now. I have no way of looking at the TV. I got to get one over here.
So you can take your TV from your room and bring it down to your studio.
Hell no. My TV is on my wall. I got big ass TVs.
Okay. So you cannot.
Hey, wait, y'all can't talk about this. Y'all got to plan that behind closed doors.
No,
Don't let,
Lightspeed, you
don't
no
let,
Lightspeed.
don't
Get
let
on
the
her app. No, Lightspeed. Don't tell her. Don't be
don't let the
trying
trolls
to be nice.
don't let the
No,
trolls know.
tell her. No,
Don't let the
Lightspeed. Tell
trolls know.
her.
Yeah.
Lightspeed. Tell her she can take her goddamn TV off her goddamn wall and bring it down to her damn studio.
That ain't gonna happen.
She gonna do it because I'm putting it like this. I'm telling y'all doing the right things. You working with the right people. Just keep building. It's like just one brick at a time. Build it slow and steady. It's gonna get there.
Lightspeed. No, Lightspeed. Stop being nice.
Destiny, closing thoughts.
Right.
Tomorrow, Miss T will be live for the fight.
Y'all listen to her.
Y'all, Miss T will be live for the fight unless you're competing with your friends. If you're competing with your friends, I'm lying. I'm telling good lies and alibis. But if she's not, if she's either showing like the preliminaries or the real fight, she needs to be live at motherfucking 5. And Miss T, I'm gonna say it because I love you.
I know.
And you know damn well I'm telling you because you need to do it. And Lightspeed, don't lie to her. Do not lie to her.
Listen, y'all, look, we over the 3-hour mark. We gotta shut it down.
Now,
I know your boy Mac Mob is on, and he's probably gonna beat your ass.
She messing with the right ones. I'm telling you, like, I got onto that old 16-part series, and then I started listening to that show. I was like, wow, it was. And I heard other people saying the same thing that I experienced. Like, it was one, refreshing because everybody was keeping it real. Big Fish, my favorite Spence fan. He the only one, like, he one of the only ones I could tolerate. He funny, you know what I mean? You witty.
He a troll.
Yeah,
I like him and Quentin.
That's what I'm saying. It's a real good chemistry from the outside looking in. Y'all doing the right things. Just build. You know, people are going to keep gravitating because it's like, especially with all these boxing channels with all these narratives, the real ones can't even stomach all that. You know, you build it, they will come to. So I get what you're saying, Destiny. I'm not being on the opposite end. Name my business is
Thank you.
But I know about moving fast too. But yeah. That's why y'all working out. Y'all gonna build it out. But anyway, yeah, y'all gonna plan behind it.
No, not y'all, because it's not my channel. I'm helping my good sis channel grow, and she know this is her passion. This is not my passion.
Maybe cut
I
off.
like to do boxing behind the scenes, baby. This is not my passion. Miss T really this is like her thingy, and she's paying money for this. So she needs to go live tomorrow. I don't give a damn if it's between the real fights or the damn starter fights. But she will be live some kind of way tomorrow. And I don't give a damn about how you taking your damn TV off your goddamn screen, whatever the hell you talking about, the wall. Miss T, they ain't shit but lifting it up. Now you know I'm a little retarded, but I ain't that retarded. Ain't no shit but lifting your damn TV up.
She in the right place. There's not many women who are even commenting on boxing and that. I mean, I listen. She knows what she's talking about. This, you know what I mean? It's no gimmick, and that's why people that know what they talking about call in and rock with her. So it's like it's going in the right direction.
Miss T, so tomorrow, which one you gonna do? You want to do the real fight? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I'm about to get peace sign.
Yep. Time to go.
Miss T,
3 hours.
I'm gonna call you right now, Miss T. Me gonna have this argument.
I'm about to
love y'all. Y'all Miss T fans.
Yeah, look, when
bye.
you know better, you do better. Hit that like button, please. Peace. Thank you, Lightspeed.
Yeah, no doubt. Anytime.